I'm Brendan. I'm playing Sterling Reynolds, the human commander.
My name is Amber Rose, and I'm playing Beatrice Alley Matilda Francesca Solomon Smith. She is a wood elf occultist.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Hodge. I play Robinil Rockapace, a wood elf bard.
I'm Daniel, and I run the wood elf monk named San Gomez Maxillian, the friendly neighborhood medicine man gypsy.
I'm Corey. I play Eduardo Del Monte, Wood Elf Ranger.
I am Trevor. I am the GM for this 13th Age campaign.
So are we waiting on anyone else?
Nope.
Okay.
Can you remind me what the luck points for again?
You can spend them, actually. Ha! In that vein. Ah. Reminders of various things. Luck points and drives. You can spend a luck point to either re-roll a d20 roll, or roll a d6 and add the result to a d20 roll. You can spend more than one luck point on a single roll, to re-roll multiple times or add multiple d6s, or some combination thereof. Wow. At the start of every session, you reset to one luck point. This is my incentive to make you actually spend them rather than hoard massive stacks of them. Whenever you do something that is aligned with your drive, which I decide was sufficiently difficult or dangerous, you gain a luck point. I may also hand out luck points for whatever the hell reason I feel like doing so. Mostly they're an incentive for you to roleplay your character.
Right.
So if you're playing your character correctly, I will throw luck points.
How do I do something dangerous that's... I guess I throw myself into...
difficult or dangerous.
Okay. I was thinking, like...
Basically,
terms of robbing.
whenever your character does something, like, goes out of their way to act in character kind of
Okay,
thing.
fair enough. I guess it'd be like throw myself into danger, like to protect my friends.
All this stuff I will go over more when you actually get a ship proper
Yep.
of your own, because I've added skills for crew as a mechanic, as opposed to simply stats that slowly dwindle and die constantly. Those are still there. Yes.
Welcome to bookkeeping, the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's perfect for Betty.
The amount of bookkeeping I actually put in this game is going to be contingent on how much you guys want to do it. I think some degree of that sort of thing is fun, but I'm a weirdo, so I don't know. I don't know how many of you play EVE Online. I don't.
My brother does.
So we will not get into that much of it.
Thank God.
Alright, so why don't we go around the table and have you guys introduce your characters in the fine tradition of me sticking explanation of who you guys are at the front of the episode. I'm Brendan. I'm playing Sterling Reynolds, the human commander.
My name is Amber Rose, and I'm playing Beatrice Alley Matilda Francesca Solomon Smith. She is a wood elf occultist.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Hodge. I play Robinil Rockapace, a wood elf bard.
I'm Daniel, and I run the wood elf monk named San Gomez Maxillian, the friendly neighborhood medicine man gypsy.
I'm Corey. I play Eduardo Del Monte, Wood Elf Ranger.
It's totally not named after a banana company. I noticed that after I was looking at your character.
Is there such a thing as a friendly gypsy? Who's friendly to, like the outsiders?
I just realized something. All but one are Wood Elves.
Yeah, I noticed that fairly quickly.
Well,
Can one of the crew traits be Wood Elf?
I'm sorry, their ability is pretty badass.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
is.
know.
Like,
Oh,
what is it? An
yeah,
extra
they-
additional attack?
Yeah.
That's what this line of dice is for.
You don't start with D4, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I made the
In a
mistake.
way, I'm kind of hoping that this will be the game where I finally prove that that ability is not actually that much better than any of the other abilities. Because you actually do have to get stupidly lucky for it to get better.
Yeah. I picked it for the sole reason that it'll push me along my forms,
Yeah.
because I actually get a bonus to my AC when I'm in all the areas of my forms.
I would
Well,
have
in the
gone
interest
wood
of
elf,
fun, did you
but-
figure out why I suggested those two things?
Yes.
And what was the reason?
Well, when it comes to spinning willow style, there's not going to be a lot of magic, so every ranged attack is
Exactly.
going to be physical.
Exactly. I was looking at it, I'm like, oh wow, for this campaign, that's insane.
So I guess you could technically say, by using the power of rock, I'm this group's mage.
What
Yeah,
does
Well, it's only range that
Yeah.
does
what
that.
does spinning wheel style do?
Whenever he's targeted by a ranged attack that targets AC, he can roll a save or something like that. Or roll a normal save, and if you succeed, you take no damage or half
Only
damage.
take half damage.
Half damage, yeah.
Oh. There's no way for
No,
you to
actually-
throw it back somewhere?
Oh, nope. The regular ability is that if I'm targeted, I roll, and if I succeed, I only take half damage. If I spend a key power for it, I spend 1 key, and a failed spinning willow style save turns into a success.
Nice. Yeah. So he can make himself take half damage from ranged attacks. I think there's like
What's a
champion or
HP?
epic tier feat where it's like
Or AC.
if you succeed
My
on the
AC
save,
15.
you take no damage,
What's your
and
AC?
a nearby
16.
creature takes damage
Okay.
instead. And that is you like catching a thrown
Holy
knife and throwing it at
Jesus.
someone else.
You have 18 AC? Oh my god.
What class are you playing?
Is that bad?
No, it's just high, very high.
Yeah. What class
I
are you
got
playing?
16. If I get into
Yeah.
the first form, I have 17.
Yeah.
Second form, 18. And then third form, 19.
Anyway, so there's going to be a little vignette here as I explain how you guys got into where you currently are. You were all sailing under the command of a man named Captain Warwick aboard the ailing Siren, when members of your crew started going missing during the night. Eventually, the mangled body of one of the crewmen was found in the captain's quarters. The crew believes he's been affected with some sort of magical artifact. Unfortunately, they couldn't find the captain anywhere aboard at this point.
He's a werewolf.
They discovered that one of the ship's lifeboats was missing at around the same time that the ship began rotting at an impossible speed and falling apart. You and the rest of the crew fled in the remaining lifeboats toward a nearby island that was not on any of the ship's maps. The boats did not actually make it to the shore before they also fell apart, leaving you and the crew to swim the last few hundred meters to the island. Over the last couple of weeks, the captain had actually been taking you on some sort of trip to deliver a collection of cargo you'd picked up, somewhere none of you had ever been before. You started getting worried when you started sailing off any area of the sea you were familiar with. Yeah. You're not sure where you are right now. After you arrived on the island, while the rest of the crew began looking for supplies to survive and either try to build a raft or at least signal for help, you and a few other crewmen...
Question.
Yes?
Can we make the entire crew wood elves and he's just a survivor we found on the island?
Wood elves don't really exist.
Well,
They actually do. They're not stupidly long-lived, though.
Okay.
Dwarves and elves live longer than humans, but only like 30-ish.
How would I have gotten on the island? If that were true. I don't think
His backstory
The
actually would
marooned
make
there by your
perfectly
previous-
legitimate reason for why he would be on a crew where
Yeah.
no one knows who he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
His background is he was a sergeant in a rebel army who is currently wanted by an empire.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. He's our prisoner.
That's your prisoner. He's your friend.
yay, enemies of the state.
That would
buddies.
literally go completely, if I was your prisoner, go completely against my drive. I'm like, I have no friends.
Considering you four are wood elves, though, or at least, or are you actually just playing human who is?
Well, I thought that's
Has
what we
the
were
same
all
stats.
supposed to do. Was we were
Yeah.
supposed to
You
be
can.
humans
You
that-
don't have to.
Ah.
Yeah, up to you whether or not you want to do that.
I'll probably actually keep doing that because
Huh? That's fine.
I kind
I'll
of want
stay
her to
human,
be
too.
as like
Right.
horrible
we
as
are
possible.
humans.
So it's just you two who are actually elves.
Aww.
Yes.
Join the peer pressure.
Yes.
Turn human.
For the benefit of the recording, one of the things I'm doing with this session is when you pick your race, you can describe what your race is however you want. You just pick whatever mechanical stats of that race you're using. So yeah, 4 of the party have elf stats. 2 of them are actually elves. Anyway, yeah. So while the rest of the crew is trying to build a raft or signal for help, you and a few other crewmen were handed what few weapons had made it off the ship and were tasked with locating the captain and putting him down. You managed to find the boat he came ashore in and tracked him to a nearby cave from which you heard screaming. Inside, you found a large open cavern with walls covered in murals and writings in a strange language. In the center of the cave were 2 things that caught your attention. One is a large crystal floating a few feet above a small pedestal. The other was your captain grappling and biting an elderly man you don't recognize. As you came inside, the captain shoved the man into the podium. This knocked the crystal to the ground, where it promptly exploded and sent shards flying everywhere. The last thing you remember is pain as several of these shards pierced your body. You have awoken to find no sign of wounds on your body, although your clothes are still tattered, and no sign of your captain either. The old man is still here. Well, most of him. One of his legs is missing, as is one of his ears. There is also no sign of the crystal. However, there is a tunnel at the other side of the cavern that appears to have been opened by the blast that leads further into a cavern system. Some of your other companions are coming around. A few of them are still lying still. So there were a couple of other guys who came with you into this cave who are basically in a coma. The reason these guys exist, and the reason I'm being vague about what they look like or who they are, is if one of you guys dies and makes a new character, it's going to be one of these guys waking up.
Fair enough.
That is my explanation.
Solid
I
explanation.
think to myself, is that old guy dead?
Oh, old guy over there? Oh, yeah. Now we get to have the fun part. You guys have all gained an ability.
Yes. That's why I said I think to myself.
You have gained an ability called table telepathy. Yes, I called it that.
Yeah.
You can communicate with other gifted individuals without speaking audibly. This ability seems to have an extensive range. You're not sure if it's unlimited. You also don't know whether or not this communication can be intercepted or blocked. You can communicate information and suggest ideas to other players at the table, even if your characters are not in the same place, if they would not be able to communicate verbally, or even if they're unconscious.
Wait, does that mean I can do rally now and stuff
Yes.
like that?
Oh
The
god,
party
they can hear my thoughts.
has been impaled with a bunch of small shards of some weird-ass crystal that they don't understand, which has given them an ability called PC Hive Mind.
Does that
So
mean
now I don't have to bitch at them when they suggest things when their characters aren't around.
does that mean I can rally people without being like without sight? Just be like, hey, dude, I think
Get
you're hurt. Rally.
That might be
I don't think
stretching
you
it.
needed line of sight for that anyway.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, I figured it'd be like at least like within hearing range.
They have to be in the same battle as you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, I think everyone can hear my thoughts.
Oh god,
Oh god,
me
I
too.
can hear
oh
my
god.
thoughts.
I can hear your thoughts.
Think about nothing. Think about nothing. Think about nothing.
Nothing.
What are these
Nothing.
voices in my
Zach,
Think about a
head?
pink elephant. Think about a pink elephant. Don't think about pink elephants having sex. I'm thinking about pink
Oh
elephants.
god
having
damn it.
sex. Oh god.
Now I am.
Why?
Who's the sixth voice we're hearing?
No, that's Ambassador.
It's the evil overlord.
No, your parents not in on this.
All right.
Don't let them know I'm not a
gonna
real
go
doctor.
Only
Don't
you can
let them
talk to your
I'm gonna
parents.
go check on the old man.
Parrot has talkative.
Yeah, he can talk, but he doesn't talk mentally.
Old man. Old man.
Don't worry, I'm a
Alright.
doctor.
The man is clearly dead.
He is clearly dead.
He was dressed in finely made clothing and is wearing a backpack. Inside the pack, if you open it, do you open
Yeah.
it? You can find numerous pens, ink, and sheets of vellum, as well as a journal. His leg appears to have been roughly hacked off with a heavy blade. His ear appears to have been bitten off.
Can we tell what kind of
Interesting.
animal might have bitten this off?
A person.
I
Okay.
read the journal.
Sure. There are only 3 entries in it.
This won't end well.
Cthulhu Fataga.
5th of Midwinter. I have located the site spoken of by Professor Cogburn 2 weeks due east of Brighton. The crew I hired to take me have refused to enter the cave work, citing concerns of witchcraft when they saw the crystal in the entryway. I attempted to explain that the ancient Lemurians were masters of artifice, and that no spellcraft was at work, but my attempts at education fell on ignorant ears. The captain has refused to have his men wait on a cursed island. He has left me some provisions and has taken the others back to the ship until I signal for them to return to collect me when my studies are complete. The ruin has been looted thoroughly, but there are many murals and etchings that remain. The murals depict works of highly complex and baffling artifice, as well as a layout of a large building or complex. Vandalism appears rampant as well, as several of the murals depict Lemurians wielding the implements of the mad pagan shamans. Perhaps whatever rival tribe or civilization that wiped out this island's inhabitants decided to alter the images in an effort to disgrace their enemy. Disgusting behavior, frankly, but that's history for you, I suppose. That's the first entry.
Yep.
8th of Midwinter. I have made little progress regarding the writings on the walls here beyond confirming that they are indeed Lemurian. I thought I possessed a fair grasp of the language, but either this is a vastly different dialect that I'm not familiar with, or the writings are in some kind of code, because none of what I've translated makes any sense. One section of writing near the exit makes reference to protecting against the cold, which makes little sense given the warm climate of this area. Another marking near it says something about people binding themselves before leaving, perhaps a religious ritual of some kind. I suspect this area may have been a temple of sorts. 12th of Midwinter. I have determined that one of the rooms in the building depiction on the wall is actually depicting this cavern, suggesting it is actually a map of this area. This is perplexing, as the map depicts a much larger area of land around the building than exists. Evidently it is not to scale, but it suggests there's another chamber as yet uncovered, one much larger than this one. I went to signal the captain to get excavation equipment, but I cannot locate the ship anywhere. Either they have abandoned me, or foul fortune has struck. That is the last entry.
Really, you were just reading this to yourself,
You
and
may
we were all
keep this if you want.
telepathically picking it up?
Yeah.
Is it common knowledge about the name Lemuria?
Lemuria? Not common knowledge, but not secret knowledge.
I am
They
well
worshipped
educated.
lemurs.
No, they were a civilization that existed before the world flooded.
Okay.
The fact that the world flooded a long time ago is also something that is not secret, but is not known by a lot of people. It's the sort of thing like, do you know how things were done in ancient Rome? Well, no, but you could look it up in a library if you felt like doing so.
I just realized
Oh,
what the Burning Archipelago is what it probably is. Just a mountain range that.
That's what all the mountains are.
No, I know,
They're
but
like old mountains, yeah.
volcanic ones.
Yeah.
With sulfur.
Yeah, GP actually. It said we start. It said we can. Well, for first level, it says we can start with 25 or roll a die. Do we do that now?
If you want to.
All right.
I'm just
All
taking
right,
it
50
flat.
gold.
What the basic? I'm not risking my luck on this.
It's pretty much always to your benefit to roll because
25 is much lower than.
Well, yeah, it's usually something like 10 times a d6 roll or
Yep.
20 or something.
Yeah.
So it's like I have a 1 in 6 chance of ending up with less.
I can't remember what it is for the monk.
Oh, $1.
I mean, that would make sense. All right.
I'll look it up later.
So I guess. Wait. So there's 2 entrances to this cave. Yes, it's like a tunnel.
Yep.
Okay.
There's another entrance that appears to have been blown open when the crystal exploded.
I think we should go to the new hole,
I
guys.
wonder if that's where he was trying to go.
Also, you guys are all a little freaked out that you can talk in each other's heads.
Oh, yeah.
Because all magic you know of makes you go insane and murder people.
But we
I've
won't
been trying to
murder each
repress
other
that.
because we're all insane together.
Currently, none of you are murdering each other.
Yeah, we're gonna go all
there's that.
we're all gonna go insane together. So it's fine. I'm fine with this.
Maybe. Okay, no, I'm not hearing their voices. I'm just shocked. I shouldn't have left the town. This is some kind of mental thing. I've seen people go through this. I just act normal and don't talk to the voices.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid
some
you are
nice
actually
jeans you're
hearing
wearing.
our voices in your head.
Shut up, voice in my head.
I'm saying that out loud. Could you stop that? That is exactly not helpful.
Incidentally, I will point out the voices you hear in your head sound like your companions.
Now I know you're fucking.
No, who is that? You guys hear that voice? It's
You
crazy.
hear that voice telling you to kill everyone? All of them are just like, no, that's just you. You feeling okay?
I'm fine.
Well, this is an interesting turn of events.
This
Actually,
is-
can I roll? I'm just gonna screw the third background and just split my things between the two, if that's an acceptable thing to do.
Sure, what are your backgrounds?
Bureaucrat and well-educated. She has no
They're
life
kind of the
skills
same
any.
thing.
How do you have 10?
Because I took
Well-educated
further backgrounds,
bureaucrat.
which gives you 2 extra. You start
Yep.
off with 8. So.
Yep.
Oh,
And
well, about
you
well,
could probably make that one background. Well-educated
Yeah.
bureaucrat.
Then I have no idea what to do for my extra background points. Which I did.
attention to detail.
Well,
that'd be
I'll
part
just
of
go with
bureaucrat, I'd
bureaucrat.
say.
Or
for the-
leave it a purposeful blank, so that in the next session or two, when there's something
History
you really
buff.
want to do, you then declare this is what the
Or
background is forever.
Well, I kind of figured
Historian.
that bureaucrat would be
Historian.
us, but like it was actually be different from well-educated in that it covers, how systems work and all that kind of stuff. Whereas well-educated could cover a variety of.
Yeah, well, I guess you could like,
Different
could be like
subjects.
history and
Well,
stuff.
how about
Alright, sure.
mathematics?
be more specific than just well-educated, like obsessive student and then sleazy bureaucrat.
Studious.
Like, add more detail to it.
I figured she went to an expensive school, so it covered things like history, geography, etc. No practical experience with it, of course.
What happened? Why'd you join this pack of idiots?
Because she came across a bit of information she was not supposed to have, and became unintentionally an enemy of the state.
Nice.
Which we are now all hearing.
I'm saying this aloud. So we should probably get back to our mission. This is real.
I should
But
point
I
out,
would-
you do have the option of
Not.
not transferring. Like, they can't read your mind or anything.
Oh,
So if you want to discuss something privately with me, like hand me a note or something, you
Yeah.
can still do that.
okay.
I'm just gonna say that, can I roll a well-educated to see if she's heard of this kind of thing happening before?
What kind of thing? The
The,
crazy mind talking thing?
Yeah, crazy mind talking.
No roll required. No.
Okay.
Actually, roll me something though for that with intelligence.
With intelligence?
Yeah.
And level?
Yep. Of
18.
course. I have on this piece of paper at the bottom. I have basic 13th age reminders. Skill check, D20 plus ability modifier plus level plus relevant background. Attack roll, D20 plus ability modifier plus level plus escalation value. Saving throw, D20 plus nothing. It's a flat roll. Damage rolls do not add your level, although they typically change based on it. I have helpfully added that section of that sheet.
You actually see these numbers.
What did you get, sorry?
18.
18? Alright. You know a tiny bit of Lemurian from way back when you were forced to study it as an elective course? Seemed like an easy A.
Oh, how wrong we
thing
were.
you mentioned, the sign that talks about, like, finding yourself before leaving, it says attach safety line before exiting.
Yeah.
What?
It's like, this guy's
It's
supposed
next
to
to
be
the
an
door to what to your mind is an island. And then you think back to yours and you go, oh, right. When Lemurians
Blood.
were around, this was a mountain.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes, true.
So apparently you were supposed to wear a safety line if you went outside. And apparently this scholar wasn't very good at
Yeah,
it.
so I thought this guy was supposed to be some kind of expert on Lemurians, because I think he's missed a rather obvious point here.
Yep.
Share that bit with class.
And that helps us how?
I don't know, it's just interesting. Clearly he's not useful, so we can leave him here.
I wish to point out
Well,
the
he's also
etching
dead.
that says that is like a metal sign that's been bolted to the wall.
That is now how I'm imagining all
Well,
ancient
I mean,
signs.
he's
Yeah,
also
kinda, yeah.
he's also
They were
dead,
technologically
so he's kind of
advanced
useless
group.
in that.
The
front,
crystal is
too.
just a light
Well,
bulb.
fair enough.
I mean,
I'll also mention that your accent is sounding a bit like a mix between Agent Simmons and Agent Carter from the Marvel Universe.
Acceptable. It's gonna change probably every day, so.
guys, we're getting sidetracked. We got a mission to go on. Our crazy captain's out there
Our
somewhere.
apparently cannibalistic captain is in here somewhere.
Come on.
No, I knew our captain was into some weird stuff, but this just takes it to a different
We
level.
might be able to help him. I've seen this kind of fever before. We have to find him.
The fuck? Where have you seen
You
that
you
kind of
have seen
fever?
this kind of fever before. It's called found a magic item and went nuts.
Yes.
By the way, I'm
Usually the solution is to either get the magic item away from them somehow or put an arrow in their face.
Yeah. And how many of us know how to pilot a ship?
I mean, he does. Yeah.
Oh,
All of you are
many of
sailors
these
to some
people.
then
capacity.
option B is a possibility. We kill him.
Also, all those guys outside, all of them.
But I just
All
want to
of them
point out
unconscious right here.
that
You
see, I
they're
just
still
kind of-
More
alive.
of the crew outside. They're
unless
like
I
building
say
stuff.
expressly otherwise, Betty will always be talking out loud.
Yes.
Yeah, same here.
Okay.
As well as me.
Oh,
All right.
That's good, because I just signed
So
up.
guys, let's go hunt our captain down. We got a job to do.
Actually,
What was our job?
Hunt
Put
the captain
in the
down.
ground.
Huh?
Put the captain in the ground.
Ah,
He's gone crazy.
not entirely sure why I was assigned to
Right.
this particular task, other than possibly to take a record of it.
Looks like one of our friends is
Oh.
coming too.
Hi, Bill. I didn't think you were
Interesting.
actually, coming.
They're waking up right now.
Let's see. How much room can I
Crazy.
make here?
prepared, so
Crazy. They're waking up.
Don't freak out, but you can speak with your brain.
that's fine.
It's weird.
Any decision on whether you were thinking of joining the game?
I was considering it, but since you have a full table.
If you can totally join.
6 is fine, actually. It's when it gets into 7 that it becomes problematic.
Where we have one round of combat.
I think there's a bit of
Yeah.
space for you in this corner right here.
Or the group ends up
Yes,
splitting
that's
into
nice.
two like an amoeba.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. They're not waking up. My bad.
Oh, sorry.
Punch.
No, they've woken up. They're just injured.
My leg. All right.
Or even better, they've woken up and they're going to help carry the other unconscious people back to the rest of the crew.
Fair enough. Okie dokie. So let's go to the other entrance or the new hole.
As you enter this area, through this little hole in the wall, you can see a couple of things. The first thing you notice is that there are a bunch of giant insects in this hallway. There are 5 very large spiders, and 1 extremely large spider, who currently appear to be fighting with 5 very large scorpions over a severed leg that is sitting in the middle of the hallway.
Would this severed leg happen to look really aged, like it might perhaps belong to the poor fellow who was missing a leg back in the room
Yeah.
behind us?
Yeah, it does. Looks a lot like that sort of a leg.
now,
So
give me
am I going to be
general
the first
idea,
person
how
who
big
approaches
is
it
the
first?
smallest spider? Okay, and the biggest spider is like yes.
So do I? I'm assuming I'm the one who approached the
For
cave
the
hole
benefit
first.
of the recording, I held my hands about a foot apart and then about 3 feet apart.
So I approach it and I see the spiders and I go up.
Give me a dex check if you're going to try and sneak out without them noticing you.
No,
That is a 2.
that is a 2 on the dice.
Are you guys sentient?
They turn around. All of them turn and look at you.
Guys, there's spiders here.
The spiders start
You
scuttling up
think?
the wall. The scorpions start scuttling towards you.
Why?
You guys can roll initiative.
I'll take
right.
that as a no. Time to die.
Okie dokie.
16.
What the balls? Are you serious?
And
I rolled a 2 and a 4 on 2 d20s. Are you fucking shitting me? Alright,
So
cool.
are you going to be using your battle captain?
So, me and one other person get initiative plus 4, so, okay.
Well, I rolled a 20 in total, so
So that would
I
be
got 10.
10 for me? Wait. Yes, 10 for me. Okay, wait. You got 10. What did you get?
17.
What did you get?
16.
You get plus 4.
Thank you.
So 14 and 10.
I
I
think
got
it's
last.
hilarious. The two people whose powers are to interrupt other people's powers, and we're supposed to be prepared ahead of time,
Yep.
are at the end of the initiative.
Yep.
It's gonna work well for us.
I rolled a 2 and a 4 on my freaking two
I rolled an
T-dice.
8.
Are you kidding me?
So what were the odds? That happened to me a lot last game, so that's gonna keep happening to you.
Well, I got into the fray, so it's all good. I got plus 4 on everything.
Do these things count as large or huge?
I will have to check that in a second. Alright, what did you guys get? Eduardo.
20.
Robinel.
17.
Sagomas.
16.
16. Betty.
14. It was 4 I got from him, right? So I got 14.
Yeah.
14.
And
Okay,
I don't remember what Brennan got.
It was really low, as I remember.
I think he said he was going at the bottom now. Alright. The very large spider, there's one of those, and the giant scorpions are large creatures. The smaller spiders are not.
Okay.
Ah, yes, Vivian. My character's name is Beatrice Adley Matilda Francesca Solomon Smith.
I'm
Betty.
just gonna call you a badass motherfucker.
Her initials ended up spelling Banff
Yeah.
by accident.
Yeah.
It was a complete accident.
Yes.
Oh sure.
Accident.
I picked 4 random names that were long.
Oh
In
sure.
the
Big
car
are
on
the
the ride
claws of
over.
the scorpions relative to their bodies.
Big.
So,
Why do you ask?
don't worry, guys. As a survivalist, I know big clawed scorpions don't have very venomous poison or tails.
You're pretty sure as a survivor you know that's not the case.
I'm pretty sure at this point it doesn't matter.
That's the case in the real world, Trevor.
I know that.
Pretty sure also these things are big enough that if they get us with their stingers, the poison's not going to matter.
Yeah, I will also say that by the standards of scorpions, their claws are actually not that big.
Ah,
Their claws don't do much damage.
okay.
Their stingers do damage and unwanted poison damage.
Okie dokie.
Well, for these jumps, spiders. Those are fast. Alrighty. Eduardo, you are on
Yes.
first.
I'm not the last on the initiative board.
No, the big ass spider is last on the initiative.
Okay.
There are 5 giant scorpions coming down a wide hallway towards you. There are 5 smallish spiders that are scuttled up walls, and 1 real big spider which is scuttled up and is hanging upside down on the roof.
Scorpions seem like a bigger threat right now. They're the ones that are coming directly at us. So, I'm gonna aim at one of the scorpions.
Alright.
Notch an arrow. No, speaking of which, gotta roll this. Huh. I gotta remember how that ability works.
The what else
You
one?
failed it.
Yeah.
It's impossible for it to work until there's actually an
There's no
escalation
escalation.
value.
Oh, right. Never mind.
You roll a d6 to try to get equal or under to the current escalation.
The current escalation is 0.
Critical miss.
So that's a miss. You got a luck point if you want to spend it.
Yeah.
Slightly more respectable.
Okay, that would be 14 versus AC.
14? No. Tinks off the side of a giant scorpion's platy exterior.
Alright, I'm gonna use my ability archery to reroll.
Wow. And roll the exact same number. That arrow bounces off the scorpion, off of a wall, and then off the same scorpion again, and then embeds in the other wall. It's really impressive, it just doesn't accomplish much. Jumpy spiders.
I think, wow. Some archer. Did I just think that out loud?
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty great, aren't I?
Don't think sarcastically. Don't think sarcastically.
I don't know where that die went. Whatever, I'll find it later. Alrighty. There's a bunch of jumping spiders. 3 of them are going to go after members of you. 2 of them are going to jump on some of the scorpions. Not you scorpions. They don't like each other.
Really?
One of them is actually going to hit.
They're both arachnids, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, doesn't mean they like each other.
Yeah, honest.
Not all arachnids are friends with each other.
What I hate
I mean,
are
not all
the,
mammals are friends with each other.
Most aren't.
I hate the scorpions that are long and spindly like spiders. Scary shit.
No, I hate the spiders that hide and then hop out and grab, like, mice and eat them.
The other 3 are going to
Those
jump
ones
you
are
guys.
best to have
One
to
on you,
worry about,
Brendan.
Yes,
Use 18 AC.
that'll hit.
You are going to take 3 points of bitey damage.
Okie dokie.
Everything I could do requires
Shoot
focus, so
something.
I'm sorry, I can't
That's
help.
a miss. And 1 on, let's say, Amber. That is 20 AC.
20 AC. That hits.
Alright. You take 3 points of damage. The large spider bounces on your head and starts biting your head.
Ah!
What the god? Get it
Also,
off!
one of them
That's
missed. So, one any of your powers are
Oh,
eliminated.
yes. It
Oh,
missed,
you have to have focus before that works, don't you?
no, not for all of them.
Okay.
Was it missed me or missed
Oh, wait, I
someone
get
else?
missed
One
damage,
missed
don't
an
I?
ally.
Okay, no.
Yes, you do.
Without
So you'd have
my
dealt 2.
When you see my
Without
ability.
focus, I can't do anything yet.
Robin Hill, you're up.
Alrighty. I'm going to play the Song of Heroes.
Alright.
Which one should I use for giant spiders? I'll just go with the classic. Tonight we're gonna have ourselves a real good time.
Nice. That was actually pretty good.
I'll continue the song as the battle progresses. Alrighty. That's just the first verse. Opening and sustained effect. You and your nearby allies gain a +1 attack bonus until the start of my next turn.
Oh, hell yeah. I want this. I have to hit this attack.
Yeah.
Anything else, or should I go?
I'm gonna attack now.
That's just a minor when he does
That's
that.
just a quick action. And, yeah, I'm assuming these spiders aren't that smart.
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my battle chant to scream at one.
Alright. You gonna scream at the one that's on Brendan's head or the one that's on Amber's head, perhaps?
Get it off!
I think Brendan can take care of himself. He's a commander and all that.
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah. Alright.
To be fair, I am probably more tanky than her.
16, or
Much
no,
so.
17 versus mental defense.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. He takes 6 thunder damage. Oh, and that was an even hit, right? Oh, no save. No one needs a save, right?
Not currently, no.
Okay.
There's a scorpion that would like to save, but... Sengomas.
Okay. So it's the amount of dice per level when it comes to damage.
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to start with opening attack of the Mantis form. 12.
Want to spend your luck?
Yes, I spend.
You're gonna spend.
Guys, don't
12.
forget. Guys,
13.
Guys, don't forget, you can roll a d6 to add.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's
Instead
your
of
option.
re-rolling.
When you burn these, you either re-roll the attack
Ah.
or roll a d6 and add it.
Oh,
I will let you retcon it the first time you do it.
Oh, okay. I'll roll a d6.
The reason he re-rolled is because his first roll was a nat 1.
Yeah. And then the 6 of that, so 19 to AC.
No,
There you
18.
All right.
18, right?
So
18
it's
hits anyway. Okay.
2d6 plus another 2d6 for greeting fist. Haha, welcome!
You have locked yourself out of your temple weapon master for this fight.
Yeah.
Still, greeting fist is hilarious. It's the best name. Hi, punch.
12 damage.
12 damage to one of the spiders or a scorpion or what?
Scorpion.
Alrighty.
And I gain +1 to my AC.
Scorpion is that scorpion is staggered. Betty, you're up.
Alright, well, Betty's just gonna kind of like start to get
Daniel is
her
engaged with
her
it.
short sword out and take a stab at the spider that's on her head.
Right.
It's still alive, right? It didn't
Yep.
get dead.
It's just slightly hurt.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought
it
so.
was just a
So that-
D4, I
It's
guess.
flailing its little arms around, trying to cover its ears. It's a horrible noise.
Alright.
Oddly human spider ears.
Spiders can perceive sound, Corey. They
22.
don't have ears exactly, but yes.
22.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah. 8. 8 damage. 8. After my warrior, this is just so sad.
Well, your warrior was like 7th level or something.
5th level.
Yeah, we
Fifth
stopped
level,
it. We
sorry.
stopped at 5th.
Yeah.
But also it was
You're rolling like 5 dice compared to 2.
yeah. Also, it was D10s, and these are D6s. It's just like,
Also, did you spend your turn not gaining focus?
it triggers an opportunity attack if I do it while I'm engaged.
Does?
Yes. It's considered like casting a spell. I literally just
Okay,
reread
yeah.
the passage in the book.
Alright.
I guess, would that apply to weigh the odds as well?
Gaining focus requires a
probably.
standard action, and it draws opportunity attacks just like a ranged attack does. So she's going
You
to take a stab
could-
at him and
you
try
could-
and shuffle back.
I was gonna say you could just try to disengage first.
Okay, well let's put that on. You're gonna let me retcon this?
If you want, yeah.
Okay, well I'll retcon and try to disengage. I was gonna
It's the first session with new characters. There's
Okay.
gonna be some figuring out how things work.
just stab him and try and get away, but I guess then he would just follow me, so.
Yeah.
Okay. 14 for my disengage, which is success, which is a little bit better.
Ah!
Yeah, he's like,
Flying off his face.
shove, back off. And then standard action to regain focus.
Scorpion's turn.
And huh.
One of the scorpions is going to move up to that spider that you attacked, or that you threw off of you. Try and grab it, miss, and try and sting it. And miss. Wow, that scorpion sucks. The other one is going to come up to where The one that's on you is going to try and grab it.
Oh, useful scorpions.
Hit that guy. Stingy sting. No. But pokes it. It grabs at it with its little claw. It does a hilariously piddly amount of damage to it. The other 3 scorpions. One is going to come over to Robinell. Rawr. 17 AC? Or physical defense, sorry.
Yeah, totally.
You take 1 damage.
Oh my
And
god.
then it tries to sting you. Yeah, that'll hit you. Yeah, it's like 22 AC. For another 3 damage and ongoing 3 poison damage.
Okay.
I can tell you the way scorpions work is they have their pincer attacks are just, they can do them as a quick action. So it had to move, so it only got to do 1.
Yeah.
But each one it hits with only does 1 damage, but then gives it a +2 bonus to attack with its tail.
Okay.
It grabs you, holds you in place, and then stings you.
Okay.
And its tail is the thing that sucks.
So I just took 4 so far with ongoing 3.
Yep. And another one is going to try and flail at another one of these spiders. Actually hit. And not hit with its tail. Do a piddly amount of damage.
I think the monk might be the hardest
Last
hitter out of all
one
of us.
is going to
Well,
go
that
up
makes
to...
sense.
I'm about to be.
Last one is going to go...
I'm gonna speed that along.
That was actually the scorpion that you ran up and punched. It also had a spider on its head. It tried to pinch you, missed, and then it just stung the spider on top of it. The last one is going to come over and it's going to bother Gordon. Yeah, you're going to take 1 damage from pincer. 13 AC?
I got 18. AC.
So you just take 1 damage. Grabs you, misses you with a stinger.
So the bard is the only one who's poisoned right now, right?
I think so, yeah. Okay. Technically, one of the scorpions is also poisoned by one of the spiders. Sterling, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna whack the spider on my head with my sword.
Sure. Whack. I mean, or no, like this.
Yeah,
Probably a better way to put it. I got it, guys. New character. Alright.
Oh my god.
You got a luck point.
Yep. Goodbye, luck point. That's another critical miss for the table. Fantastic.
Go team failure.
19. Wow. Alright, so I'm assuming I hit it.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, here we go. I gain... Oh, wait, I'm going to roll the D3 now as well.
Amber, one of your allies hit an enemy.
Yeah, that's what I'm just looking at right now. I'm just trying to see how dead it is at present.
9 damage, and I gain
It's not dead.
2 command points.
Well, then I'm going to
Nice.
use...
Wait. Alright, now that I've... It's still on me, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just hit it.
Yeah.
Mechanically, you're just engaged with it.
Alright, now that that's happened, I go, hey you, kill that scorpion. And I tell you to make a melee attack. So make a melee attack for a free action. Make him basic.
Oh, I can't use my forms?
It just says the target can make a basic attack as a free action.
Yeah, you would use a basic melee attack.
Oh, okay.
Before you do that, though,
Interruption. Yes.
Betty, who is just like throwing the spider off and dodging it, she'd be like, "No, not there, you idiot! Aim for the eyes! Aim for the eyes!" So use our better yet here
like
ability.
this. Do you throw the spider off at the other spider?
That's not how it works.
That's
She's
my
basically
job.
redirecting his attack. And well, that's not gonna hit anyway. So
I don't know.
unless 10.
Does it target mental defense?
Yes, 10.
Because you
to
have a
mental
very
defense.
good chance of hitting.
10.
It has a 9 mental defense.
Wow.
Yes,
It's a
excellent.
spider. Their mental defenses are 9, 12, and 10.
She rolled.
So 10. So he takes 10 wisdom damage.
Okay.
And yep, nope, that's it.
Alright. That is actually sufficient to kill that spider.
Ah. Well done.
You could tell him
And
to
now
do
you
something
can
else.
get him
Yeah.
to attack.
Do it! So that was my suggestion for the occultist, though, was to flavor what you were doing as
Yeah.
more innocuous things, such as throwing a spider at the other one.
One situation. If that one just because it's called like better yet.
11 damage.
11 damage to the scorpion you're fighting?
Yeah.
Alright. You killed that scorpion.
Crunch!
Punch!
Right in the face!
Pursue.
Good job.
Spider
Do you
soup,
hit it
spider
with
soup.
that old man's severed leg? Into the middle of the hallway.
No, that's gonna be my finisher.
There goes my.
Alright, the big ass spider's turn. Good old big spider's just been cleaning on the ceiling, watching you guys, checking out what's going on. Oh, what does it want to do? Yeah, that's mean. Yeah, it's gonna do that. Alright. Daniel. The big spider is going to fling a web at you and the little spider that was riding the scorpion you just killed. Actually, it wouldn't go after that because it's not going to hit its buddy. That would be stupid. That would be silly. It's going to go after... Who else is engaged? It actually is still going to try and web.
Okay.
No one else is really together in a group. That is 21 physical defense.
Oh, that hits, but I roll for spinning willow style.
It's not a ranged attack.
Oh,
It's close attack. It's spraying a cloud of something at you. Spraying web at you. It's like the equivalent of a fireball.
Okay.
It's spinning willow doesn't apply really.
so
Also,
it's not
against
close quarters?
Also, it's against physical defense, not
Oh,
AC.
never mind.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do I take?
It's kind of like having a net thrown at you. You don't take any damage. You're just dazed until the spider's next turn. So you have -4 to attack. You have a web covering you. It didn't roll high enough to make you
Okay.
stuck as well.
Am I still getting your +1?
Yeah, until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Good. Escalate. They should die.
Yes.
Gigantic now.
It was pretty big before, too. admittedly.
Well, no.
Oh,
Hey,
two attacks.
there you go.
Damn.
Okay.
You will never be as lucky as Andrew was when he was playing 13th Age. He got that stupid thing like 3 times in every fight.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did that.
Oh, he wasn't. That wasn't when he
Wait.
played here.
No, right.
I was gonna say, wasn't
he
he
played-
a Warforged?
Yeah,
No,
he
but
played
he-
at another store where he played a wood elf cleric.
He got the like I'm immune to crap all the time.
I'm going to aim at the giant
Yeah.
spider.
I mean, like,
I'll lodge, try to lodge some arrows into its face.
Could you not roll next to the microphone?
On your board.
As you're
quiet.
rolling up for it.
4, 8 versus AC.
No.
Alright, 2 miss damage.
Scuttle sideways.
And a 1.
Yes.
this is not
Truly,
going
the
well.
greatest archer in all the world. Jumpy spiders.
Actually,
Horrible.
one day.
Look, I'm just off my game today, okay? That's all it is.
2 of them are going to hop
It's
on
because
deck.
I'm
People have
distracting you with my
2 of them are going to
music
go and
sounds.
try and pounce on you because you're covered in webs. Oh, they suck. They get stuck in the webs, they jump on you and they go, stick. We forgot how we work. Apparently.
Well, that's convenient because I'm now engaged with multiple targets.
Yes, you are. You have 2 spiders on your butt. The other 2 are going to jump on a scorpion. Wow, they roll better. Might not be good enough, though. One of them hits. Have at you, jerk. Jumpies are done. Robin Hill.
Alrighty.
Before you do anything, make a save.
Oh.
Save now!
No.
Oh, so close!
So close.
Stupid piece of paper.
Oh well.
I tried. Yep.
Alright, I'm
do
going
it
to try
again.
to sustain my song. We're fighting giant spiders in a tunnel, it's real awesome now.
We would do +3 for that.
Alright.
Oh.
Reroll.
Aw.
Alright.
Sorry.
You could hit the other people.
Yes! There you go.
Nice.
Alright. I sustain it for another turn.
Nice.
So
Okay.
we retain that +1?
Yeah, we still retain the +1.
Nice.
Alrighty. And I'm going to try stabbing the scorpion right in front of me.
Sure.
Okay. 11 versus AC.
Yeah, no.
Damn.
Try again!
Yeah. Burning those command points early.
Oh, wait. I forgot about my Elven Grace. Nope.
Try again!
What?
Try again!
Oh,
A little voice in your head
sorry.
says.
Yeah, that'll be 17 versus AC.
17? Yes.
Alrighty.
You're like, catch him on the backswing!
Follow through!
Do it right!
Don't aim at him!
Pro
aim
tip,
where he's
don't
going
die.
to be!
How much, sir?
11.
11? Now, are you going after the one that has 2 spiders on it, or one of the other ones?
I was going after the scorpion that attacked me.
They've been shuffling around everywhere.
The one without 2 spiders.
The one without 2 spiders.
Sure.
Haha! See, it works because I'm a commander, plus we speak telepathically.
Alright. Sangomas. You have 2 spiders in your face.
Great gerb!
Flow attack from Claw the Panthers. So if I hit, each enemy I'm engaged with gets an additional 1d6 damage.
Nice.
And I get +1 from that and -4.
Oh, yeah, and it was a natural even on the die, so I get to reroll. Or, no, that's for an ally.
Roll
Never
your
mind.
save at the end.
Oh.
Also take that damage.
Yeah. Nope.
How much damage was it? Where am I going?
Young.
Got another 1.
Him? 3.
Got a 1.
3 damage. Jeffrey.
What?
It was 3 damage for the poison.
Yeah.
Okay, plenty of.
Well, incidentally, you have wanderlust as a drive. You wandered into a cave full of giant spiders.
Sweet.
You can
Burn it to reroll.
Yep. Sure. Also, did you draw that one again?
No. Plus one.
Amber, you also.
Ooh, didn't
Do
a
I
good
hit
job.
with 7 AC?
No.
I believe in you.
2
Look,
damage
These two
for my
dice I
level.
idly put down are both that ones. Apparently, this table is cursed.
You can do it if you try.
Harder.
So it takes 2 damage.
Luckily, I don't lose my point on the form.
Oh, you have the thing that lets you maintain it or something?
No, it's even if you miss when you're doing that form, you're still in the chain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Betty,
First thing she's gonna do is standard action, regain her focus.
get old focus.
So basically, she's just kind of like starting taking a breath, like having a look at what's going on the battlefield, getting her bearings. And then as a quick action, she's going to adopt a stance of necessity. Which is to say, I get a +4 to all my defenses so long as I do not have focus. So present does nothing, but will help after I
In a second,
somebody else.
it might do
Don't you
something.
need focus to do anything else?
Everything else I need
The
to have
occultist
focus.
powers are basically all on someone else's turn. Spend
Yeah.
your focus, do a thing
Yeah.
to interrupt what's going
There's
on.
basically one
Your standard
thing.
action in your turn is regain focus.
Yeah. Basically, the one thing I
There's
can do
one
on my
thing
own
which is
turn.
if you roll really badly on your out of turn thing, you don't lose your focus.
Like,
And
Was
if
that
it rolls around,
stance
I can
not
like-
a full action?
Like, gain command points.
the stance I think is a free action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
like the one thing I can do on my turn is called karmic rebuke. So if it's a quick action. So if I got to my turn and I still had focus, I could spend the focus to do that and then regain focus again.
It's
so
just
I don't,
like an
I
attack.
don't waste it. So I don't waste it, but
It basically just means her turn occurs on other people's turns.
basically that's why I have to like actually
Anyway.
know what you guys are doing.
Scorpions are up. All right. One of them is in your face. Ah. Miss. And tail. 12 AC.
That's a miss.
Wow, that guy sucks. He's like, eh.
Just 0 effort.
It's like the nerd slap fight. Eh.
I like to imagine that everyone involved
It's
is just
sad
really
attacking
tired.
Spiders.
Like in real life. But it wasn't slap, it was wrist punching instead of punching. Like this. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Anybody? Icebreakers anyone?
By the way, I was looking at the commander character sheet. It doesn't say anything about weighing the odds being a thing that provokes opportunity attacks.
It probably doesn't.
Yes. You sit there go, I mean, like, the thing.
I will say that the scorpion that has 2 spiders on it did severely fuck up one of the spiders on it, though.
What the hell is this?
It crit with both pincer attacks and then stabbed it.
Why is this in my bag?
And 2 more giant scorpions. One of them. One's gonna come up to you, there, Corey. And one's gonna come up to Brendan.
Bring it!
21 AC.
Yeah.
3 damage and ongoing 3 poison damage. You get a stinger in your shoulder.
Get wrecked, son.
Bring it! Oh, that hits.
Pincer's gonna hit you for 1 damage.
Yep.
And the stinger's gonna hit you for 3 and ongoing 3. So 4 damage and ongoing 3.
What that hit that it got you for the stinger, was that an even or an odd?
It was an even.
It isn't. Never mind. Sorry. Like I'm like it's one of it's in this one. And it was an odd. I was like, dang it.
Stupid scorpion!
The one that hit the stinger that hit Corey was an odd.
And it was just sorry. I had this backwards then. Well, it's a bit late to interrupt, I suspect, at this point. But if I can retroactively interrupt, then I shall. And
It's not that retroactive.
Well, sure.
I went through that pretty quickly.
Alright, so it's intelligence plus. Oh, sorry, it's intelligence plus level.
So it's like an attack.
Yeah, 5. So 5 or no, but it doesn't say there's a D. It doesn't.
Is it an attack?
Oh, so I do roll. So sorry, I was confused about how that one worked. It
don't
was
know how your
13
powers
versus
work.
mental defense.
Yeah,
I was
that is.
rereading that one.
They're insects.
So he gets an additional 9 damage. He takes 9 damage. So Corey manages to get him.
While you're flailing around, she advises you to a good place, and you actually punch it in the underside. Like one of its little legs crumples.
Yeah.
Leg,
Leg.
around.
Did I have to save against the web from last time?
And he has to re-roll his attack.
No, the daze just ends on the spider's next turn. So
Yeah,
you're still
and-
currently dazed.
He has to re-roll the attack
Ooh, okay.
and use the lower result.
Ah!
Oh.
He misses you then.
Yay!
So,
he
no.
jumps at you. It's like grab the leg,
So
grab the leg.
remove 3 damage and you're ongoing 3.
Next time she's
Cheerleader in the back.
Or do you actually do yay?
It's like we have two commanders.
Do you actually go yay? Wanna
Probably
do that?
not.
Oh.
Fight the scorpion.
His drive is glory.
In my
He
face.
wants adulation and respect.
In my face.
Well done.
Uh-oh. That'll be 16 versus AC.
16
17.
On
17.
what?
The scorpion in my face.
Yep.
Sweet.
Next time I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
Nice. Oh, fuck, that's horrible damage though. 6 damage, but I gain 3 command points.
Nice. Alright. The big spider. You're no longer dazed as you manage to get that webbing off you. Yeah.
Save. I do not save. Shite.
I think the giant spider. And take a look around. Peering over at you guys. Hey, Brendan.
Yeah.
You and that spider and the scorpion you're fighting are going to get webbed.
Sweet.
You is 17 physical defense.
That'll hit.
Spider, that is also going to hit.
Spider,
Both of you are dazed until the end of the spider's next turn.
Oh,
That is going
God.
to attack.
Oh god.
Didn't roll high enough to stay completely round, though. Escalation 2. Eduardo.
Okay. This is now D8 attempt. Nope. No free attack this turn. Right. Another arrow.
You're in melee.
Oh, in melee?
Yeah, there's a giant scorpion.
Oh. Oh, okay then. In that case,
Broke one of its legs.
rapier.
Right? You just like try and line it up with a gap in the plate, like hit the back of it with a hammer. Yeah, hang on, I think I can get this.
Oh, that's better. That would be 21 versus AC.
Oh yeah,
Okay. You don't add level to damage.
not at level to damage.
13.
15. Okay. Trevor, real quick question. You kill that giant scorpion.
About battle
Exactly.
captain. Do I spend the command point to do that other thing?
I don't know. What is battle captain there? No. It's just if you meet that criteria, you can do that.
Okay. Cool. I didn't spend it then.
Want to move anywhere?
Further away, so I have range advantage.
Sure. You can head back down the hallway.
Also, I'm looking at an ambassador. It's like pleading. I did good, right?
Third.
Survive the fight, then we'll talk.
Now, did you duct tape a pair of pom-poms to the parrot's wings so that whenever it flaps them, it looks like it's cheering?
Oh, you fiend!
Are you that sad?
I mean, I would argue yes.
It might be
If
that
it-
sad.
If his drive is glory, that would make sense.
I think it depends on how bad of a day he's had. Maybe he gets out a special little wing pom.
No, yeah, it's like, no, it's detachable. It's like
He's taught his
it's
parrot
like-
to
it
say
goes
good
over the-
job.
And nothing else.
Good job.
Right, jumpy spiders. There are 2 still on a scorpion. We're going to keep trying to bite him. Hey, they succeeded biting him. Other 2 are both on Daniel. Arr. One misses. One of them is going to get 18 AC.
I have 18 AC exactly.
Ah, bites you for 3 damage. Jumpy jump. Robinell.
Alright, I'm going to.
Save! Damn you, save!
Nice.
Alrighty.
I don't get it. What's he saving?
My ongoing damage.
Poison damage.
Yeah. So that means, do I get damage or?
No,
No.
I do at the beginning of turn.
Alrighty.
The way 13th Age works is you do your turn, then you take any ongoing damage effects, then you roll saves.
Yeah.
So you never-
spiders shooting back at us like Peter Parker. We're really hoping that he learns how to shoot.
I'm giving you +3 again.
Corrected.
Improvisation gives you bonus.
What did you say?
There was a slight dig at you.
Itty bitty one.
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Alrighty, so that's sustained. Everyone still gets the +1 to attack.
Yes! I have crazy bonuses!
Yeah. Alright, I still have a big spider or scorpion in front of me. And
Also, I'm giving you a luck for that. I like this song.
Alrighty. Now then, yeah, I'm gonna try stabbing the scorpion in front of me. Alright, that is yeah, plus 18 versus AC.
Yep.
Alrighty, where are my d8s? There we go. Right, 16 damage.
That thing's dead.
Alright, and no extra standard action. I'm just gonna hang back.
Alright.
Does anyone need healing at all?
I mean, I could use a save.
Oh, a save? Yeah. We need you.
Nice. Do I save it? I'm gonna save it. What? I'm gonna save against dazed.
Days isn't saving.
I'm gonna save against the poison.
Nope. Sangomas.
One. Yes. Extra attack.
Bonus attack.
I'm gonna ruin people's day. Precise mantis kick to the closest thing at me.
Alright. There's 2 spiders in your face. One of them's quite hurt, the other one's unhurt.
The unhurt one.
Alright.
11 plus 11, 22 AC.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I'm rolling d10s for this one.
Are you hurt at all?
10 damage.
Are you hurt at all? At all?
Like 3 points. And I get another attack.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna swap over to first
I
form.
think with those techniques, you can switch between what form you're using.
Oh, I have been.
Yeah, okay. So you're back to an opener there.
Yep. Which means my bonus AC goes to 1.
Oh, actually, did you add Greeting Fist damage to that? Because it was an undamaged spider. It's the first time you attack each enemy.
Oh, okay. So add 11 damage to that.
That spider is dead.
Now to the wounded one. Hey,
Yep.
buddy. 18 AC.
Oh yeah.
Damn it! I want to use my try again on somebody.
12 damage.
That exactly kills that one. The old friendly gypsy man spins around and crushes 2 of the giant spiders. Quite handily. Smashy, smashy. You are now all by yourself there. Want to move anywhere? There are still 2 giant spiders. Actually, there's 2 jumpy spiders, 1 really big fat spider hanging on the ceiling.
I move to engage the big spider.
He's on the ceiling.
Ceiling.
I would have gone with the ceiling.
Damn it.
If I was a rogue.
I move one of the jumpies.
Okay. The 2 jumpies are currently on the back of one of the giant scorpions.
I engage all of them then.
Alright. Betty, you're up.
Alright, well, first thing I'm going to do is roll that d6, and 2! Extra standard action. Awesome. Well, first I'm going to get my focus, and then I'm going to expend a karmic rebuke, which is basically she's going to chuck a rock up at the spider to try and dislodge it from the ceiling. Oh.
Do it again!
Reroll!
No, don't do that yet. Do it again.
Okay. Plus intelligence. So, 15. If we still get the +1 to attack, then 16.
15 AC.
And mental
16.
defense.
You hit.
Excellent. Exciting.
I think the dice roll hits that.
Yeah.
Its mental defense is 12.
Yeah, well, it's alright. It only takes 5 damage. So, hopefully enough to try to, basically, she's going for, a leg. Try to, shake it a bit. And then, regain her focus again, and stand back.
Alright. Scorpion. There are 2 giant scorpions. One is on Brendan.
And Pinchy.
That is 16 physical defense.
Yeah.
And 12 physical defense.
No.
Alright. So 1 damage. Dale. 16 AC.
Yes.
3 damage, now going 3.
Unfortunately, I cannot do
Pinchy
anything
stab.
about that,
Does-
sorry.
Wait, so how does the ongoing stack?
Ongoing stacks in 13th age. So if you already had ongoing 3, you now have ongoing 6. With 2
Cool.
saves to get rid of it.
I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that.
The other scorpion, who is in a cluster with you, it's more concerned with the spiders. You haven't done anything about it to it yet.
No. That's gonna change.
Tail. Miss with tail. Actually, hits with tail action because of the pincer grips. Spider's having a bad day. Sterling, you're up.
Alright, so there's a scorpion in my face.
Yes, there is.
Okie dokie. Going
There's a
after
stinger
it.
embedded in your shoulder.
Yep.
Twitches slightly a couple of times. I want to do something about that.
Alright, that'll be 16, 23 versus AC.
Yep.
Okay, that'll be 11 damage, and I gain 1 command point.
That scorpion is staggered. It's unhappy.
Okay, so now I take 6. I am down to 16. And the double save. Actually, yeah. Oh, wait, crap. That was -4 to that roll.
Oh, what did you get? 20 something?
22, yeah.
You still
23.
did. 60 is 16. Save against one of them.
Yep. I'm assuming days ends.
Days ends on the spider's turn.
Oh,
The big spider after you. So you take 6 damage.
yep, I already did
And then
it.
next turn you will only take 3.
Alrighty.
Do you deal damage to the spider in your turn?
Yep. No scorpion.
I can try and throw another rock.
Sure.
And
Feel free to use knives or something like that.
oh right, she has those.
Yes.
She's like rummaging around her bag. It's like haha. And then
That's my silverware!
If you didn't have
Sorry.
some, the crew handed you pointy things.
sorry, I'm using what I have access to. I'm gonna reroll that.
Sure. Reroll or add it up?
Well, it's a 4. Oh, but it is first mental defense. But
It's
he was
against
he's
mental
got
defense.
9.
You might want to
but,
do the math first.
Yeah. So he's got a mental defense of 9. Yeah.
The scorpions have a mental defense of 10.
Yeah. So I had rolled a 9. So actually, I guess I'll just do the
Yeah.
6.
It's just hit.
Success.
Yeah. Did you manage to roll the 1?
Shocker.
Yeah.
Even yeah. So he's gonna take 2d6 extra damage. So 8. Oh, actually, sorry, that's 11. 11.
Right. You throw a knife into the scorpion's face, and it twitches and falls by.
I did not regain my focus.
There is
Sad
one
face.
giant scorpion left, 2 jumpy spiders left, one of which is maybe not going to survive very long, and a very big fat spider on the roof.
I'm glad.
Big
the
fat
defenses
spider's
have
turn.
helped, though.
Leave my friends alone, you stupid fat
That's when you
spider.
find out he's actually multi-classed as a commander.
The big fat spider is going to jump on Brendan. Try and bite you.
Yeah, I'm taunting it for that purpose
So,
alone.
it's only 10 AC. You're very lucky that spider didn't hit. Wow.
I smack it away
So
with
the
my
giant
shield.
web spider shtick is he bites you for 5, an ongoing 5.
Oh lord.
And if it's a natural even hit,
I'm hurt.
and you're dazed or stuck, he does an extra 2d6.
I have absolutely no ability to heal you. For
Yep.
which I apologize.
He hurts.
Yep, that's fine.
There's a big ass spider engaged with Brendan.
Get this guy! Kill him!
Eduardo, you're up.
Oh, free attack.
Nice.
Right. Big ass spider. It's going to have 2 arrows coming at it.
Alright.
Bring him down, Eduardo! Bring him down! Lord of the Rings reference.
Right, that is 17 versus AC.
Yep. Exactly what you need. Feel free to roll your attack and damage dice at the same time.
Alright. 6 damage.
Okay.
Crit.
There you go.
What does crits do again? Max damage or double?
Double damage.
Double. Right, 6. 20 damage.
That spider is very hurt. It's not staggered yet, though. It's big.
Is anybody poisoned you?
I already used my archery.
Right.
So the only thing I've left is tracker, so I can use the field thing to do something.
Is that like roll or something?
Let's see.
You have to roll and then when escalation hits
Yep.
that? Oh, you already rolled. Okay. Yeah.
How hurt are you, Jeff?
I took 7 damage. I have 36 health, so I'm at 29.
Alright, the only thing I can think of is knocking the stalactite down on it.
You could do that.
There is no purpose for my command points right now.
Chance! Stalactite!
Everybody's rolling too well. Damn
So
it.
what can you get them to read?
I don't remember if
I'm going to so it knocks onto its head and goes.
Gonna try and like dizzy it?
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Sure.
it dizzy.
Alright, spider's dazed. Giant one. Jumpy spiders. Jumpy spiders. They aren't going.
Nope.
You trying to murder that scorpion. One of them does something. One of the jumpy spiders keels over and dies from its ongoing scorpion poison damage. It got up to ongoing 9. Wow. It's having a bad day. So there's one jumpy spider left, one giant scorpion left, which is kind of hurt, and one really big spider left. Robin, you're up.
Alrighty, let's see. We'll stomp him. We'll stomp him. Hey, hey, hey. We'll stomp him. We'll stomp him. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
I'm only giving you +2, but I still respect it.
Alrighty.
Have you been rolling?
I'll add a d6.
Sure.
Oh, do I add that?
No. Have
not
you been
to
rolling your
standard.
wood elf thing?
Yeah. I
you
just
get
do
extra?
the sustain first because I
Okay.
think that's the most important thing. I'll add a d6.
Sure, just slide that over to me.
Yeah, perfect. Alright, that's still
Bring on the
sustained.
attack.
Alrighty. And
Keep in mind, there is an effect when you fail to do it. It does a thing.
Yeah, but it only lets one ally get a +2 bonus
Oh, I
on
see.
one attack.
I see. You should wait till Daniel's about to get the finisher move
Yeah.
before you do that.
The damage
Yeah.
I can do.
Alrighty, I'll see how many attacks I get. Nope.
Incidentally, Way of the Bronze Dragon is boss.
Isn't that like a champion or epic?
I don't think it is. It's just one of the last ones mentioned. I think all of its powers require you to be engaged with two guys, though, is their thing. But they're all ridiculous.
I'm going to use Battle Chant on whatever is weakest.
That would be the Giant Scorpion.
Alright.
Hey. Giant Scorpion is dizzy and unhappy.
Okay, that would be 13 versus mental defense.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 3 on the die.
Yeah.
Alright, it takes 5 thunder damage.
Angry Scorpion flails at you, waves its tail in your face. Doesn't like you. Sangomas.
Failed will death power. Now I need to clarify this because it's going to be for an attack. I am engaged with a scorpion.
Yep.
Who has 2 spiders on him.
Yep. Well,
So,
one spider, the other one died.
Okay, so I'm also engaged with that spider.
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to use cat cuts between hounds.
Try again! Hit him again!
I can't do shit with a nat 1.
Hit him again!
Go again.
What does try again do, anyway?
Tell him to reroll the melee attack. Or
Yeah.
attack he made.
There you go.
Okay.
But you have to use the new result.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
That's.
Did you roll that one again?
A
No,
2.
rolled a 2.
Oh dear God! Just retire
You
that
do
die.
miss damage now.
Retire that die.
Well,
That's nothing
well,
good
sum
for
it
you.
up real quick.
Okay, you have a +1.
And up
No,
3.
half damage on a natural even
No,
miss.
wait, well, no, okay, like, plus
Also,
4.
You're a monk. You're fighting two-weapon style. Two-weapon fighting triggers when you roll an at 2.
I
Two-weapon fighting is a rule in 13 days that constantly occurs for anyone. If you are fighting with 2 weapons and you roll a 2 on the die, you make an attack with your offhand. So you make a basic attack.
Oh,
That happens.
so, wait, well, before you do, so it's 2 plus 4 because of his bonus as well, so 6. And what's your bonus to that 6?
4.
You're not gonna
5.
hit.
Never mind.
Alright.
But
You
okay.
need like 10 more points.
This thing has a thing where if it's a natural even miss, something happens. Does that happen and then I roll an attack?
Yes.
Okay, so I do half damage,
Cool. You do half damage and then you get to make a base attack.
which is going to include Greeting Fist.
I don't know if you hit this guy already. Probably not.
No, I guess okay. 9.
I think Reading Fist only works if you hit them. Yeah.
Okay, so 12 up 2, 6 damage.
You still kill it.
Yes.
You can make a base attack against that spider, though.
Yes. I was actually doing the flow move that would give me damage against another engaging.
Basic attack.
Crit.
There you go. I think your basic uses punch.
Yeah. 10. Does it double for crits?
Yes.
20 damage.
Alright.
Well
No,
done.
24 damage.
Reading Fist would apply here.
Oh.
Or does that only work on monk attacks?
The first time you make a melee attack against an enemy.
Okay, yeah. So it would apply.
Help me,
More
my
damage.
friends. I'm dying.
Another 7.
I have no ability to deal with
Another
them.
10. And double that.
Take on the big fat
14, so
spider.
14 plus 14, 34.
Yes.
You one-shot it.
Yeah!
You spin kick it through into the wall and it splatters over.
Get off my lawn!
Give me a point for that.
Kill the big fat
For the
spider,
get off my
guys.
lawn, or
No, for spin kicking a spider into a wall and having it explode.
I'm assuming both monsters are?
I haven't even used the ability that gives me double damage on Greeting Fist.
Eddie, you're up.
Alright, well, regain focus, and, I cannot remember, with 13th age, is there a way for me to try and heal him with, like, a, just sort of basic sort of, like aid type thing? No?
There's an ability for him to heal himself called rallying.
Are we doing that for free yet?
No.
Okay.
I was debating on that one, but I don't think you'll need it.
Okay, because I have my own rally for free thing. Not for myself, though.
I'm probably going to have, as the campaign progresses, you pick up other weird, like, gifty abilities. Yep, that might be one of them. One of the things is I'm trying to figure out how I might work healing potions in, because they're magic. I was strongly tempted to just have it be booze. But booze is just too ubiquitous to work.
Rum. Spiced rum. Someone said rum and coke.
Anyway.
We're just
It's
like,
like, Lucky, quit your blubbering, we're working on it!
Did you roll your,
That was telepathic.
did you roll your elfness?
kill the spider.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And that was unsuccessful.
Good. Sterling.
Your
All right.
mind's going to the same place mine.
I'm going to try and smack
Is it
the
a soccer
spider in
player?
the face.
No.
No, leverage.
Ah.
All right, that'll be
Oh.
for 19 versus AC.
19 AC? Yeah, that's nice. Punching that giant spider.
10 damage, and I gain 3 skill points or command points.
Ah.
Gosh, congratulations.
Oh god! I'm gonna roll disengage.
Fair.
13.
I've used
Cool.
the recovery.
I get away, and then I will.
If you have the ability to use a recovery, I
Roll my
can make
save.
you make a basic attack as a free action.
I'll do that later.
Okay.
The giant spider. Still poisoned.
You're about
The
to pass out, aren't
Big
you?
ass giant spider. Now that no one is engaged with it,
Kill him!
scuttles up the wall on the roof again.
Yeah.
I'm not breaking my chain.
No,
And
man,
it's gonna fling a web at you because you scare it. It crits.
Oh god.
You are dazed and stuck until the spider's next turn.
My character
-4 to
was
attack and you
there.
can't move anywhere.
No.
Can you save against stuck?
It's not a save, it's effect. It's just until the end of the spider's next turn.
How much damage do I take?
None.
Oh.
Just
Eduardo, it just threw a sticky net on you. Eduardo.
This is it.
It's gonna hurt next turn.
Just imagine getting the final kill. Oh, this is gonna be good.
I'll start reading my information here for ally rolls and misses.
That was a D10.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, he's got it twice.
Oh yeah.
And yet he still has only hit, what, once? Or twice?
Let's see. I
I think you hit twice. You hit
Twice.
with 2 attacks on one
Blame
turn.
the lighting in the cave.
15 on the die
Okay.
and maximum on the dice.
There you go.
Well done.
All right, so
He
that's
just needs a minute to warm up, limber up the old shooting arm.
18 damage.
Oh, you weren't aiming for the thread he was hanging on?
Still there. Dunk.
Still there.
Yep. Unhappy. Very
Still
unhappy.
there. Wait, so it climbed back on top?
Climbed up onto the ceiling again.
I
Yeah.
just
Hanging
realized something that could be really jerkish about my ability.
He's out of punching range.
Looks very hurt.
It'd be amazing if I was just an asshole. Would try again. They have to make a new roll and have to.
I crit. Roll again.
Yeah.
Like,
Why?
but you make me
What?
roll again on my Widow thing?
No attacks. Well, that's awesome. That could be a real
Could just
jerk.
be a giant troll.
One day,
Maybe I
promise
should
me
change my
you will
drive
do that
be
to somebody.
control. It's like crit, nah. No, roll that.
That sounds more like a Dwarven Commander Megatron thing.
If you did that, I'd give you a point.
I got it. Alright, so I'll run over, pick up one of the dead jumping spiders, and I'll try to knock him off the roof.
I'm just reading
you
the
already
way
used
the
your
power works.
That
It's like, wow,
that's-
that's a
Thought of it more like
it's a
it.
word
Very
very
strange
interestingly.
Alright, never mind that. I'm out of stuff.
Robinell.
Alright. Song of Heroes. Let's
Bring him
see.
down.
Do something that'll help me
Translation, the
attack
spider's
or
still
make me
dazed.
attack.
Yeah. Cool.
I already used that ability.
I'm gonna try to save the final
Oh,
verse
crushed, I
for
didn't get
when
the
you're
final
not
kill.
stuck.
Deal.
Yeah.
Because the moment I can hit, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do damage.
It's on the roof now.
Yeah, I know. Out of punching range.
Wait, I got it.
Sorry, I just
For my
realized
quick
actually
action,
that
can I
he.
do this?
Yes.
Sorry, I just realized that he
But
hit.
he's
Sorry, I
stuck.
thought this attack
So
was.
yeah, it doesn't matter if he gets unstuck.
Sorry, I thought this was a recharge, but it's actually an at will.
That thing's
But since he
up on
hit, I
the
can use
wall
better yet
now.
here.
I
Oh, yeah.
really
Okay.
wanna
Oh, yeah,
bring-
she might add damage.
Yes.
She may get kill steal from you.
Alright, there was a.
That's a 2 on the
I'm
die.
just gonna wait. 8. What's his mental defense? Do we get to
Giant spider?
know?
12.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, 13 days
Yeah,
is
so
pretty
it's 9.
transparent about that.
So, I'd have to. It's 50-50 chance of me. No, there's really a chance.
They're basically both 50 chance.
Oh, are you kidding? Well,
Your little
never
knife
mind.
takes off of the ceiling.
well, actually, I was
Or
just gonna
better
have
yet,
it
your
be like
arrow
a
was
side
going to
effect.
hit it straight in the eye and kill it. The knife hits, it deflects it slightly, and it just hits it in the butt and hurts it. You're like, come on, man!
Clearly, we have angered the dice gods.
Aha! But I get to do Karmic Rebuke for free. Alright, so. Oh, it's a 14 to mental defense.
What are you doing now?
It was the karmic rebuke. If I roll a d20 after every time I expend my focus, and if I get 18 to 20, it's a feat. It's a feat.
Oh, I see. Okay.
If I get 18 to 20, I get to use karmic rebuke for free.
Oh, neat.
So, and I just add my modifier to that roll. It was a 19. So it's 24 for mental defense. Presumably
yeah,
that's
that
it.
hits.
It's not going to get a lot of damage from this though. It only got 4
Yeah,
wisdom
but-
damage. But yeah. There was a little bit of a tremor after his attack, and like a rock fell off and plopped on the head, and it's feeling shame.
Not dead yet. It is feeling much shame. Probably no.
Alright, so I can sing now? No
Yes.
one's going to interrupt me?
It better not.
Alrighty.
I will take
Sorry.
away luck
I'm
points.
so sorry.
There's no luck points to take away from me.
Alrighty.
I will give you anti-luck points.
What?
The spiders on the ceiling. We want it down now, so we're gonna sing it really loud. Cause a big cave in now.
Yeah, 3.
Alright. Alrighty. Yeah, that's good. It's still sustained, and I'm gonna use, first I'm gonna see how many attacks I get.
My favorite class feature ever.
Perfect. I'm going to befuddle the creature.
Ah.
Nice.
Alright, so that's just base 18 versus mental defense. I
yeah.
think the dice roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, he is confused until the end of his next turn.
Is there any allies for?
No, but I can make it do other stuff.
Alrighty.
I'm really hurting.
Oh wait, I still have one more attack.
Oh, you made it. Nice.
Yeah. So
really
I'm
hurting.
going to battle champ, but I'm going to sort of aim at the rocks above it, or the rocks it's hanging on.
Are you gonna play the guitar and then just fire the
Is
crossbow
anyone
at
else
it?
picturing Sonic Underground right now?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Thought I repressed that memory.
Hey, if it had nothing
Oh
else
god,
to
I
give
thought
it
my
merit,
character was really cool, but now I'm reminded of that. Now, oh god.
Ruined it forever.
it had a wonderful opening song. No
Yeah.
other redeeming qualities, but a very catchy opening song.
Alright, so that's an 18 on the die versus mental defense.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Amazingly, that hits the moron.
Okay. So,
It's very dumb.
do I cause a cave-in?
Probably.
Yeah.
No, you don't cause a cave-in.
Do I cause it to at least...
Actually, all the arrows and knives stuck in the roof around it, you cause them to vibrate,
Yeah.
and they shake the rock loose. The spider goes. Swoosh.
Alrighty.
Watching the clock at 49 Susan.
Okay. Do I still roll for damage against the spider?
I'd have like 4 hit points left.
Okay.
I wouldn't bother. Sorry, 3 hit points left.
It's okay. I would have
It
done
wouldn't
nothing
quite
this turn
die to
anyway.
It wouldn't quite die to miss damage.
Betty will go over and
Can
start
I
trying to cut
undo
you
the
out of
befuddling?
the webs.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So what was my kill count?
Most of them.
Like 5.
Even with my normal melee characters, I'm never this good at killing things.
Isn't it fun
Well, considering the
playing
fact that we're just like, do it!
Yeah.
Kill him!
Do it better.
And I crit failed a bunch too.
Suck less.
This is a very interesting team.
Yes, it is.
Well, I did hurt the spider most. The big
You
one.
did a lot of damage to that spider.
I made
Yeah.
the killing blow with
I
my
mean-
weakest attack.
Actually, I think I am the damage absorber kind
Granted,
of
you
guy.
won best of show.
Yeah.
Because I do have one of the How much health do you have total?
37.
Slightly more than me.
Yes. Any ongoing effects of damage you have end, and you may spend recoveries now that you're outside about it. As you find that your wounds are healing bizarrely fast.
It hurts.
Like, is it
Fantastic.
always
That'll
spiders?
be 12.
Wait, I only got 1 damage. I'm not gonna spend recovery.
Oh, you only got hit with one like pincer claw. Like she stopped the stinger from getting you.
Yeah.
Alright, and I heal the full.
Oh, I'm gonna start recharging spells here.
It reminds me of the old days.
Let's hope I can do the Song of Heroes again. Yes!
I think most of us recharged our skills.
I actually didn't spend any key points.
I only spent one that I had to recharge.
I've just been given a whole lot of poison. I'm definitely going to collect some poison.
No, buddy, drink this. Just drink. Old remedy. Don't worry. Old family recipe. Don't worry. My mom used to make it.
His mother was a brewmaster.
What is it?
Medicine.
Don't
Booze,
ask.
probably.
Look, you'll feel better.
But I feel fine. I almost got scratched.
You'll feel better.
Yeah,
You'll feel
heal,
better even if you felt
heal
good
the guy
before.
who wasn't at a third health. Sure.
Yeah,
makes
this
sense.
is fluff. I don't actually have any healing abilities.
Give him
He's,
something to dull the pain.
I actually realized what you are. You are actually a herbal doctor. Just like real ones. You don't actually do anything.
He's a Reiki master. Just like
I have points in
healing your
homeopathy.
aura.
I'm not gonna trust it. Sorry.
Well, fine, more for me.
Take a big old swig of it. Fine, be that way.
Alright, so I'm gonna go to the spiders. The really big spider. Right. I'm going to, get a jar of probably really valuable liquid.
Well, this is a.
Our honey preserved monster.
You have a mason jar of spider guts now. Congrats.
Not spider
Are
guts.
you actually going to try and get venom from the spider?
Make anti-venom.
You,
I know this can go poorly, so I'm going to clarify. I'm wearing gloves.
It's a little bit like taking the eye out of the dragon.
I'm not going to advise him on the proper way of doing this.
Yeah. You actually know the proper way of doing this is you can't actually milk a venomous creature unless it's alive. He has to actually surgically cut venom glands out of it.
Yep.
I'll have a rapier for that.
Yes, well known as a precision surgical instrument.
Yes.
A rapier that you just used to bash an armored scorpion several times.
Have you seen this? Have you seen
They
the
have a
sorrow of
point.
that thing?
Now that we've
That's a foil.
Give me an intelligence check for this here harvesting.
now that we've killed all the monsters in here, what do I see?
It's a pretty much a long hallway. Okay. There's a couple more like scribblings of Lemurian runes and stuff. There's one that looks kind of weird. It looks like a technical diagram. You don't
Skill check
understand
type of
anything that's
thing,
written
right?
on it. Yeah, it's a skill check.
I'm gonna
18.
have a look at that.
Wow. You go to cut into it, and it goes. Sprays you square in the face. You lose a recovery.
Wow.
Here,
I'll have a
You'll feel
look
better.
at that. See if I can't tell anything about it with my
Sure.
excessive education.
Several. There's like a bandolier of little bottles.
16.
Alright. You're not sure exactly what all the little notes and scribblings and writings everywhere are. You can recognize what it is a depiction of is a ship of some kind, except you realize that the dimensions listed for it are ludicrously enormous. Like, this would be a boat the size of a city. It's an
Oh, this is
It is not an airship, it's just a boat.
Oh, this is fascinating. Well, fascinating a diversion as this was, I do believe we have a job to do.
Yeah.
There's a severed leg on the floor. Looks like it was hacked off or something, and then bitten several times.
I examine it.
It's definitely the old man in the previous room's leg.
How did it look like it was severed?
Looks like it was severed with a heavy blade very roughly. It does not show signs of having been gnawed on, which is a bit odd.
Weird.
Weren't the scorpions and spiders fighting over it?
It's got like holes in it from like their little fangs and stuff, but there's no like human bite marks on it.
Alright.
Okay.
But as there's only one direction you could have headed, I suggest we go that way.
I agree.
Alright, I think our monk friend should lead the way, seeing as he's the
What's a
tough.
monk?
That isn't bad. Please.
Our gypsy friend.
What is this monk you speak
I
of?
dispense medicine.
He's more like
Yes.
a
Well-
bar fighter.
Well, okay, I did
That's
that in my
what
youth,
shield
but I
does.
don't do that anymore.
Oh god,
Officially.
he's like Brad Pitt from Snatch.
What?
Or wait.
Don't
I've
understand the
never seen that
reference.
movie.
Nope, sorry.
Okay. Basically, he's a guy who's famous.
That's alright.
No, we're all terrible people apparently.
And I'm
Perhaps
usually
I
pretty
can
good
look
at
around.
Basically,
see if
he's a
there's any
gypsy
footprints.
fighter who's famous for accidentally killing people in fights.
Wow.
I just remember something. I can track things.
So it's not
Trying
Leslie
to
Nielsen
find
from The
somebody.
Grey, where he like just wraps broken bottle between his knuckles, like.
Well, I did host my local fight club. Wait, I wasn't
Track?
supposed to
Yeah,
say
he
that.
definitely came this way.
You there, scout.
From
Kids.
you're a skilled tracker. You can tell he was walking kind of erratically. There's a couple of scuff marks on the wall where he might have been resting his hand. He was not walking quickly, He was probably maybe dizzy or confused. He appears to have dropped the leg voluntarily. He doesn't look like he was in any great hurry when he wandered down here. You guys carrying on down though?
Yep.
It was most likely suffering the effects of.
I got it, guys. I'll lead the way.
You also determine, actually, the spiders and scorpions arrived after he went through. They were probably attracted to the dead leg and went, hey, free food.
Yeah. And then
Well,
they had a
they
gang
stopped
war.
there instead of going-
Yeah, pretty much. If you sneak in, they just fight each other for a while, and you only have to fight like 3 of them.
Where's the fun
All right.
in that?
Exactly.
I'll go with you. Let's scout out.
I'll lead the way, guys. Stay behind me.
Kids.
Alright. Heading down, you can find a section where the hallway opens up into a very large cavern. The cavern ceiling is high enough that it's not actually visible. There is a channel full of water that runs from sort of a pool in the middle of this very large cavern, and it drifts out to one side. Near the exit of the water, you can see what looks like some broken scraps of wood and stuff. You're not sure what that is until you go closer. In the middle of the room, there is what looks like the skeleton of a ship, like it's a keel and ribs.
Yep.
But it's made of metal, which is kind of odd. The rest of it is not there.
What are the dimensions of this ship?
It's about the size of a normal ship. Okay. It's not a city ship.
No quick resolution to our
Fascinating.
Closer to you, there is a large work table. There is a man slumped over. The table's surface is covered with what looks like a mixture of blood and vomit. The man slumped over it is sobbing quietly to himself.
Captain, is that you?
You can hear in your mind a response, God, what have I done? Oh, God. What do you do?
I'm gonna approach him.
Oh,
Everything's
fine.
alright, man.
Don't worry.
We're
Everything's
here to
okay.
help.
As you approach him, he looks over at you. There is blood on his mouth, where it looks like he puked. Some of the vomit on the table contains what is clearly an ear and other bits. Looking at you, he freaks out immediately, stumbles over the table, and starts backing away from you. Oh God! Oh God! Ghosts! Oh God! They've come to haunt me!
We're not dead.
Don't speak psychically,
Stay,
guys.
stay away from me! He's drawn a sword, pointing it at you.
Guys, don't speak psychically right now.
You
It's gonna
just
freak
keep
him
like
out more.
a half eye on him, but really she's actually much more interested in the metal boat skeleton. And she's
I'm
checking
gonna try
that
and
out.
calm him down,
You gonna head over that way?
talk him down.
It's sort of like doorway,
Hey,
table in Warwick.
I'm the handsome
boat,
rock
exit.
star.
Oh, so I have to go
So
past
you'd have to
him?
go past
to
I
get
have,
to
I have charisma of 18 right now.
Oh.
Also, I have.
I'm also the skilled negotiator.
Yeah, I'm not going to go past him.
In your head, you can hear a bevy of confused thoughts coming from him, which basically detail, as far as you can tell, he bought a cloak he's wearing, which looks kind of tattered. He bought it the last city he was in from essentially like a thrift shop, and then he started wanting to eat people, which he did
You know-
with gusto.
So not to state the
However,
obvious.
when that explosion in the last room went off, he got hit with shards too. He started regaining his mind,
Ah,
Yeah.
and currently he's contemplating suicide.
Yeah. So not to state the obvious, but have you tried
He
taking
also
the
thinks-
cloak off?
He thinks what he did was some power the cloak has allows you to touch something and cause it to start flash rotting. He did that to the ship. He thinks you're all ghosts of the crew that died come to haunt him for his sins.
Guys, don't.
we're not
let him
here to
touch
haunt you, man.
You're also pretty sure he's not sane at this point.
Just gotta calm down. Somebody sneak around him and kill him.
We are the ghosts of the greedy.
I'm gonna say,
We want your clothes.
Shut up, you idiot!
And all fine
Can I
things you
elbow
wear.
Alright,
Are
fuck
you
it.
actually saying that?
Yes.
Can I elbow him? And
Okay, now that he said it out loud, I'm like, alright, fuck it. I pull out my sword.
He will actually take his cloak off and just
Thank
look
you.
at it as if he doesn't realize what it is, and he will disgustedly throw it at you.
dodge,
It hits you in the face.
Take
I
off
was
the
gonna say,
rest
can I
of your
block it with
clothes.
my sword?
No.
Like, once I heard him say that, I pulled out my sword. Can I try and block it with my sword?
Try. Give me an X check.
Don't touch it! Don't touch it! Don't touch it!
Evidence.
That will be 11.
Nope. You get hit in the head with a cloak.
I got a Freya.
It tastes like people.
Wait, him
this-
or me?
Him.
Okay.
This simple hooded black cloak has clearly seen better days. It's been worn thin throughout, and there's actually a few worn through holes in it. The bottom edge is frayed and ragged. It smells like it was kept in the bottom of a footlocker for more than a few months. It does not smell like people. Despite all this, however, as soon as it lands on you, you feel like warm through your whole body. Like this cave's kind of cold. You feel like It's like a balmy, nice day. As soon as it's like touching you, the cold seems to just vanish from everywhere on your body, everywhere except your stomach, which feels cold and empty, like it needs to be filled with something
Take it
hot
off.
and bloody. However, from everything you know of magic items, you're supposed to go crazy and lose your mind. You don't feel like you're losing your mind. You feel like you're maintaining control of your senses.
Ah, whoa. Oh.
This is the
Magic
other effect
item.
of those shards,
Yeah.
which is you can resist the crazy powers of magic items. It's a handy trait, as long as no one finds out you're doing it.
I try and not look at the table with the remains of the ear.
That's fair. Would you like to know what this cloak does?
Yes.
It is the Rot Collar's cloak. You gain a +1 bonus to physical defense while wearing it, which is why you feel toasty and warm. It has a power Recharge Special. You press your hand to an object for about a minute and inflict it with sudden and fast-spreading rot. If the object is susceptible to rotting, such as wood, cloth, or paper, the object will rapidly disintegrate until it falls apart. This effect is obviously magical in nature. This power does not have any effect on creatures. It can be used once per full heal-up, but it can also be recharged if the cloak's wearer consumes a large portion of a living or freshly killed intelligent humanoid. Its curse is it devours the flesh of intelligent humanoids. +1 physical defense, the ability to... It functionally works best as like an obstacle removal device.
Yeah.
So, effectively speaking, in the game, this knowledge just rushes into his brain as he's wearing it. Whereas
It's more you can figure out what it's doing.
More instinctual, I guess.
Dang.
Yeah, it's the cloak almost talks to you. You sort of know what it does as soon as it touches you.
I feel like Betty is going to start cataloging all of this magical stuff that they start coming across.
That's a sad
And that's gonna get
legend.
found, and that's gonna get
Man,
found. and you're gonna
you
so
don't
much
want that
trouble.
book getting found.
So now that he said what he said, and I got my sword out, I'm like, well, we better get started, guys.
Can I just sneak up behind him and try to knock him out?
You can try.
I'll keep him distracted. Look at me.
He has started crying. He has pointed his sword at his own neck.
I sing him a soothing tune.
I mean, guys,
Give me a charisma check.
Don't spoil the meat.
Yeah, here, actually, so telepathically, she's like, so are we still going to kill him?
I mean, guys, if we just let him kill himself, that's our job done.
That's a 10 plus 4 with Rockstar.
14?
14.
One thing that does occur to you, your crew's not going to believe he came back to his senses.
I know.
Right, well,
Like, magic items normally are cursed such that you can't even take them off
So,
voluntarily.
yeah, guys,
Then we'll have to
Incidentally-
make them believe.
Incidentally, another point, you find you can just put this thing down if you want to.
Cool.
well, that's interesting.
I'm
and
not
we'll
losing
investigate that more
+1
later.
physical defense.
22 on my sneak.
Oh yeah, you can sneak up on him. He's not even really trying to avoid you.
Yeah.
Okay.
we could just let him kill himself.
Nah.
Good.
No, that's not the way. Make
Okay.
him get better,
Give him a warrior's death.
then he'll say thank you.
Okay, I'll try and convince the crew.
You know without a shadow of a doubt that's not a roll you can make.
We'll just have to get a new
They'll
crew.
just kill you too.
Just kill the captain.
So you want to kill your entire crew instead of killing him?
No, just
I'm
You want to leave them on the deserted island?
I'm walking
to die?
at him. I'm walking at him. Brandish my sword. I'm like, I got it, guys. I'll do it for us. You guys don't worry about a thing. Come with me, buddy. I take him around the corner.
All right.
Look over there.
It's like, hey, look, there's a pretty picture.
Think about the rabbits.
Yeah, like, think about the rabbits, old yeller. Oh, it's okay, Captain. It's okay.
For having the guts for it. You're also pretty sure because you can hear his thoughts. He doesn't want to live, knowing what he
Yeah,
did.
I'm gonna go through the spine, help him out a little bit, be nice. All right.
I'm gonna count that as helping a crewman when he needs it most.
Well,
Fun fact: if you actually fight him, he has a trait called Despair. When he becomes staggered, he uses his next action to kill himself.
oh,
Oh, Jesus.
If he actually panics thinking you're ghost and starts swinging at you in crazy fury, terror. He also has 200 hit points.
Oh my Jesus.
So that's a rough one if you actually fight him.
Well, we
He has
only
an
have
ability called Tear and Gouge.
well, we only have to knock him down to 100, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rip and tear.
only.
Rip and tear.
now that things out.
His stats, interestingly, are based on an owlbear who has an ability called Rip and Tear.
I mean,
Tear and Gouge. 2 attacks, each deals 8 damage.
I think we actually could have convinced him to kill himself had we just started it all talking to him mentally and going, Kill yourself.
Yeah.
Do it.
He was close to doing it anyway, simply
Yeah.
because you kept saying "kill yourself," and he has the same table reading as you do.
Oh.
He can hear what you're saying
That's
out
how
of
come we heard
character.
him telepathically,
I
and
wasn't
he
trying
was
to
able
say
to
telepath.
resist.
I was
the-
whispering it to everybody. I know he can hear me telepathically.
Yep.
All right.
Join
wait.
us.
Join
Yes, Ashley, join us.
Taking a look around this room, you wanted to look at the skeleton shape.
Yes.
Looking at that, because you deciphered that drawing in the other room, you realize what this is supposed to be. It was a scale model of that ship over there.
Or large scale.
It was a steel frame, and you can tell from bits of rot and wood around that it probably once had wooden parts for the rest of it, but they just rotted over the years.
Just out of curiosity, has anyone put any thought into how we're going to get off this island?
The
This
other thing you
thing.
notice,
We can build a new boat.
Yeah.
the other thing you notice is the pile of broken wooden stuff near the exit to this little cavern.
Yeah.
If you go over and investigate that, it looks like the remains of a much more recent ship.
Ah.
You can tell that this cavern actually goes out to where you can see the sea again. So it's possible to actually sail in here.
I go like this.
You're sort of looking at this, you look at the bottom of the ship and you can see like something took the bottom of the ship off. You realize it ran aground on a reef that probably grew into this cavern between when this place was built
Guys.
and now.
Skeleton. Scrap ship parts. You take them, put them together.
I've fixed enough wagons to
You
know
shit.
what this means.
I'm not there yet. So.
How many carpenters would you say we have on the ship?
Fair few.
Let's do it.
Certainly get your crew to do that.
Let's do
The
it.
other thing you notice, you were avoiding the bloody table of horrible disgust.
Yeah.
You walked over to talk to Captain Warwick. There's something on the ground which looks like a very old piece of parchment, which is just lying flat on the ground. It looks like it was shoved off of the table.
Words are on here.
It's extremely old. You may not want to pick it up. It looks like it was damaged quite badly when it was knocked off the table.
I have.
It's currently lying flat on the ground.
Pick it up.
I'm gonna try and use
Can
my
I
long
read
sword.
it off the
I'm
ground?
gonna try and
Yeah.
use.
Yeah.
It is a
I'm gonna
map.
pick it up with my long sword.
We can read on the ground.
It is a very, very old map. It is labeled in Lemurian. It looks like it was previously on that table that he puked on, and it had like some rocks weighing it open.
Yeah.
Over the years of being left like that, it's basically become cemented open.
Okay.
You're pretty sure attempting to roll it or move it again would probably destroy it. It is a map that details where this place is. It also details the location of a couple of other Lemurian settlements, most notably a Lemurian city, somewhere down in a valley somewhere. So deep under the
Badass
sea now.
motherfucker, do you have a pen and parchment?
That's what I was thinking. I'm going to go back and get
There's
it,
a
guys.
bunch of that
Yeah,
skull
exactly.
Probably would be the best for this.
Yeah.
We just carve it into
I
one
would
of the
have
wooden
some
planks.
skill in
Well,
making
I'm
new
going to be
maps.
right back. I'm going to go get that notebook and pen from the other room. You know with the fists. Want to come with me just in case there's more spiders?
There's no point
Alright.
doing that. I probably already have everything.
I'm
I
gonna go
need
get the
for
rest
this.
of the crew.
Yeah.
Right, crew.
Actually, I probably would have had
I'm going to spend the next.
bookkeeping stuff on me.
Sure.
So yeah, she's just basically just gonna sit there with her book, and while these guys are doing whatever they're doing, just try and as cleanly as possible copy out the map.
He's a professional tracker. He could probably copy the map better,
Oh
but
yes, you do that.
you
But
can
here,
actually copy the words on it.
yes, you copy the map. I'll copy the words.
I'm
Teamwork.
gonna gather the men and go. We found a ship.
Crew, assemble!
We can get over here.
Minions!
Let's do
We
it.
need to vote for a new captain, I believe.
They probably vote for you,
Yes, I
Well,
imagine
yeah,
we are
because
voting.
you just
but-
came back. Also,
Yeah.
you probably were first mate prior to this.
I'm going, but I'm going out there and be like, guys, we found a ship. Let's build a new one. Get the fuck off this island.
Just to get some people to like quietly shuffle the body of the previous captain out of the room.
No, I took care of that already. He's,
Okay.
you know,
Also, they sent you to go kill him. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
kind of expecting to see
Oh,
his
yeah,
dead
no,
body somewhere.
Yeah, but don't need to see it.
let's go. All right.
Yep.
I elect myself as the new first mate.
I mean, captain tends to choose that person, but okay.
Typically, yeah.
Well, I nominate myself. Do you
Anyway, it's
disagree?
Fine. No, it's perfectly fine.
The one thing you know of importance is this map you've copied out. It details the location of a Lemurian city. Lemurian cities are full of treasure and mystical stuff and fancy technology and stuff. They are constantly raided and scoured for equipment. The problem is, they're few and far between, and most of them are on the bottom of the ocean. If you know where one
I'm
is,
not going to actually.
that information is worth a lot.
I'm not going to put the information on in in a common dialect. There will be some kind of code involved.
Can you go for code? Sure.
Code.
Hey,
100% code.
is there diving bells in this world?
Possibly.
We
I doubt they're common.
We can underwater salvage. Diving bells.
It is now Rapture.
One thing you do note, the city of details, you're looking at sort of the scaling of this map. You work out a couple of the mountains as some islands you recognize. You could probably figure out where you are enough that you could probably get out of here.
She's actually going to help work
with you,
in conjunction with him, put some intentional flaws in the map.
Alright.
So, like maybe eliminate it, like replace a mountain with some other kind of marking,
Move
etc.
one
So
of the
that
mountains, like, over
yeah,
there.
just so that like we'll know.
Is it bad luck to christen a ship without booze?
Well,
I think
He
we don't have
has
booze.
already supplied.
But I mean, like,
It's medicine. I mean, it's
I
not
would have
booze.
poured it out for people to drink and fill it with water and then smashed it. That'd probably be bad luck, wouldn't it?
Dude, when it comes to sailing, everything is bad luck.
Fair enough.
Nothing is good luck.
Yeah.
Like, not dying is good luck. We didn't die. Clearly we have good luck.
Not getting scurvy. Good luck.
Yep.
Oh, that'll change.
We found beer. That's a sign of good luck. No, it is a stroke of good luck, you digits. Anyway, so you have copied out a map with some intentional flaws in coding. You make it more tricky to someone else to decipher.
Yeah.
The most important thing you notice about this, though, is it would require a long time to get to where this city is. Like, based on the landmarks you can see, you're like, it would take, like, years of sailing to get there. So this is definitely a long-term goal. It does denote a couple of other places of interest. One is closer, which it lists as a research outpost, and it marks it as being on top of a nearby mountain vaguely nearby.
So
But it's one that you haven't seen on other maps before, so it might be an unlooted ruin.
just gonna
That might
point
be
it out to
something to
him.
investigate.
I know where we're going.
You will need provisions. The like is. Anyway,
Are there any other settlements, like places like actual settlements that people
settled
live in?
islands? Yeah, there's a couple. You know, for example, from that Scholar's Journal, there's some place called Brighton, a couple of weeks east of here.
Okay.
2 weeks west of here is a place called Brighton.
And are there any of them like on the way, like in between here and the research post, or between the research
Possibly,
post
yeah.
and the yeah?
Oh boy. I can tell you right now, the investigating Lemurian ruins is going to be the long-term kind of goal of this campaign.
Yeah.
As that will be the where you find out what exactly happened to you, and what other effects this might have.
So I suggest we actually go there as soon as possible in case we have some sort of thing that makes us die in 17 days or so.
Well, grab a hammer and let's get to work.
I volunteer for hunting.
Alright.
We will need provisions. I know how to smoke and dry some goods.
I'm a survivalist.
Now will be a fine time for me to go over the ship stats and how the ship works. The ship name, I think you guys decided to call it the Dutchess.
Yes.
That's just it, the Dutchess?
Yep. I think they decided they were going to add to the name as things happened to it that became relevant.
Dutchess.
The stinky.
One thing you notice is the ship that wrecked here. There is supplies and stuff that fell out of it, which are at the bottom of a pool. You could try and go diving for them and try and salvage as much as you can.
Find the best
Yep.
swimmers in the crew. Get them to do it.
Yep. Certainly could. So the way the ship works is it has baseline stats. These drop constantly, usually. Food and water drop constantly. Ship condition drops when you hit things or get into fights. Ableness drops when your crew gets sick. Morale drops when your crew is angry at you for some reason.
Yay, micromanaging!
If any of those hit 0, that's really, really bad. Like if morale hits 0, the crew mutinies on you. If ship condition hits 0, the ship sinks. It's important.
If food drops to 0, we start eating each other?
He does.
Possibly.
Well, I
Probably
I
starting
do.
with him. Water drops to 0, similarly. More blood. There's just blood. Ableness drops to 0. That's the only one that's not instantly fatal, in that it means your crew is too sick to do anything.
Yeah.
Which means you're just going to be sort of stranded in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Until you start to.
I'm gonna split the crew into
They aren't.
half.
I should point out, none of them are instantly fatal, because that would be really boring.
Yeah.
It's more it triggers a very severe crisis that you have to deal with somehow.
Yeah.
I'd like to split the crew into half of them working on the ship, so our best carpenters, and the other half foraging and hunting.
Okay, that will bring us neatly to the second part of the sheet, which is crew skills. There are 6 skills your crew can have. They have a ranking anywhere from 1 to 10. All their skills start at 1. Your crew also has traits. 3 traits about them. I'm doing this where the traits you pick determine what their starting skill specialties are. So you guys can give me some suggestions.
Beautiful.
Did you say beautiful?
Yes, beautiful.
That's a suggestion.
A crew full of attractive people, so then we're gonna think of a vampire ship? Okay.
I want him to have the lowest charisma.
That is my idea.
I have a charisma of 10. Everybody
I mean,
has more charisma than
we
me.
could just say rugged, so that they're manly and can do manly things.
I'm sorry. You know all the recruiting of the crew was done by the,
Or we
the
could just make
girl
it so
senior
it's
staff.
less likely
All
for them to
attractive.
mutiny.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, easygoing. Or
Yeah, you can go easygoing or cheerful.
Well, we have to have a negative trait.
What I essentially decided is you pick 2 traits, which are generally positive. One thing that would generally be considered a downside. All 3 of them, however, raise one of your stats. So if you pick drunks, which is generally negative, that would raise a skill called carousing. Which is not as useless a skill as you would think.
it should be like drunk.
I will
going,
explain what the skills do and what they are. Artillery, that is the crew's ability to engage in ranged combat of any sort. That includes bows, crossbows, and ship-mounted weapons. It also includes cannons, if and when you find cannons. Boarding, this is crew's melee combat ability, using actual weapons or improvised weapons. Skullduggery, this is your crew's ability to hide, sneak, steal, lie, and most importantly, keep their mouths shut about what they've been up to even when they get drunk. Carousing, this covers how well liked your crew is when they get to a port. It's their ability to make new friends, locate people, gather rumors, haggle, gamble, and pick up information. Sailing. Sailing covers your crew's ability to actually operate your ship in any capacity. It includes loading and unloading cargo, pulling sudden maneuvers, outrunning storms, bracing against attacks in battle. It also determines how fast your ship generally travels. Lastly is survival, which if you wish you can rename bush blazing trail whacking. It refers to wilderness survival, overland travel, hunting, fishing, gathering supplies, and building shelter or fortifications.
I have a trait I would like to be a part of the crew, would be military trained.
What's this for?
I'm returning it. I'm
We're all
definitely doing
doing
any more rolls soon.
Well,
We'll
I don't know. You might.
We'll see.
You're gonna be building a ship and salvaging stuff.
I would like.
good point.
I would like one of the traits to be military trained.
How about
because
veteran?
As a part of my background, I did save a bunch of my old platoon, and
So you brought them with you?
I could have brought them with me to be part of the crew.
So you were already poised to mutiny and take over the ship.
Well, I'm not mutinous though. I'm just like,
Yes,
I'm like,
it's a
yeah,
good
let's do
thing.
this thing.
Which would make them loyal, presumably, too, if you brought them with you and you've been like...
If you guys are okay with that, it works with my backstory.
The only other thing to keep in mind is when you hit a port,
Yep.
typically in the way sailboats operate, when you hit a port, most of your crew doesn't hang around.
Yep.
They join other ships going somewhere else, and you hire on new guys.
Oh, okay.
So your crew traits are going to remain consistent, so there are more things you're instilling in them.
Okay.
So you could put, for example, discipline for that. That would be a good trait. But something like beautiful doesn't really work because it's a physical trait. So it would switch around.
Well,
Renowned.
depends on who's doing the hiring. You don't want to be that.
If you
renowned,
have
do
me
you?
do the hiring, they would be beautiful.
Well, renowned. not
If you
only
have
would-
me doing the
would
hiring,
welcome.
that would be the
Nope,
case as
but that
well.
could have downsides as well.
In fact, would
Make it work too
Yeah.
crew complement fall under first mate duties?
What? What do you mean?
Hiring new crew, would that fall
Hiring crew is a captain's job, a quartermaster job, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I think is Amber's task.
All right.
It would be something that the quartermaster rounds people up and the captain ratifies, kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, she'd be like, we need people with these skills. I'm gonna go find people with these skills.
And then the
So-
captain looks at them and go, "You are a shifty-eyed son of a bitch. I'm not hiring you."
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
you
no,
seem
definitely
fine.
no, yes,
Yes, yes, no. From behind, definitely not. So wait, that's a different list. That's his hiring policy.
Bang, bang, kill, bang, 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 kill, kill.
You're all terrible people. Anyway, so currently we have discipline, which I think is a perfectly good trait to give a crew.
Discipline's One good. that's
I want the
Although
negative to be
charismatic
gambling.
Could be a stand-in.
Gamblers.
Gamblers.
charismatic could
that
be
the
a
negative?
stand-in
Yes.
for beautiful.
Risk takers.
Yep. Risk takers.
Can we be good at port or whatever? The one where we're generally liked.
Yeah, it would probably raise carousing. Yeah. Discipline would probably raise sailing as a trait.
And presumably, hopefully, also stop them from blabbing.
Also, like,
Although, considering our innate
Yeah,
ability here,
repairing the ship is part of sailing.
yeah, considering our innate ability here, let's not tell the crew everything about our long-term goals here, especially since not all of them are
Well,
going to stick with us for the
I don't
long-term
think-
goals.
well, okay, I'm gonna say like, I don't think we're ever gonna tell them about this.
Yeah, I know. Just,
Yeah.
just-
They really
but
shouldn't
that's
know.
something that maybe don't say out loud and don't teach your parent.
That parrot heard everything.
I'm going to the Lemurian room. They're all crazy psychics. We have a map.
Man, Pat Parrot says the funniest thing.
No, seriously,
Keep
they're
it-
going to kill you all in your sleep.
Man,
it
why'd you
quiet,
teach you
or
to say
we're
that?
gonna-
That's just weird.
Keep it quiet, or we're gonna have barbecue.
I don't teach you to say anything. It could speak on its own.
Okay,
Oh yeah, that's
so,
talk to is a trait.
Gamblers.
You could talk like a person.
Disciplined.
Beautiful.
Disciplined risk takers. It does amuse me that they're disciplined risk takers.
Wealthy.
Well,
Wealthy's a bad one.
yeah, I know. But
Why are they with you
But
then?
if you
Like-
weren't so determined to have beautiful, you could do charismatic. It's
You could
a
do
stand-in
friendly or
piece.
fun loving
Or
or something like that.
renowned, or...
Well, we
I
don't
was,
really
I was trying
want
to think of
crew that's
survival
more famous
skills.
than we are.
Like, theoretically, if we land on islands that are not necessarily settled, then they'll have the skills to.
They all have shipwreck experience.
Yeah,
We all
They're all
look like
Crusoes.
yeah, like that'd be pretty good. Like,
You could put just survival training.
Yeah.
Something like that.
They're good swimmers.
So that would cover just about
I mean, I
it.
think that's just part of being a sailor.
All
Generally.
sailors are good swimmers.
So,
You don't become a sailor for more than like a year with
I mean, if you, what do you what do you guys think?
Parts you do,
Like,
you won't be for long.
what skill would you want out of your crew? I'm thinking like it depends on how often we're gonna be visiting ports rather than like going to islands that nobody's on.
relatively often, if in the sense that you do have to replenish supplies and stuff.
You know, we
enough.
could say they're bar fighters.
For example, these stats like food, water, ableness, morale, ship condition, you can only raise those when you're at a port
Okay.
or somewhere where you can reasonably explain how you possibly raised it.
So
Yeah.
I think
Like you can't
charismatic is a
repair
good
your
one.
ship on a deserted island.
I think charismatic is a good one. Like we all have like really friendly crew who are good at barter.
You just make a point of hiring people who
Savvy.
are nice.
Yeah.
They're like,
But the thing is, most of the actual bartering and stuff like that is going to probably be done by us.
Yeah.
We're going to get boarded a bunch.
Au
we could raise that
contraire,
skill.
my friend. Bartering is part of the carousing ability.
Ah, there we go then.
The way the crew's skills work is when the crew rolls something, each of you will have an option to explain how you're helping to give them a bonus.
okay.
Like when you hit a port, you can't by yourself visit every single shipwright and find out who has the best price. You got to send your idiots out to do that. And you would, for example, tell them what you're looking for, what your price points are, things like that.
So, at
Alright.
present, now
So,
I'm picturing
yeah.
the
Charismatic, savvy, type
Charismatic.
deal.
Sure.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Now I'm picturing the Dragon Age Inquisition strategy too.
I'm disliking. I get what you mean by disliking risk takers and disciplines. I'm wondering if we can just change the name to experienced.
Yeah.
You can be a disciplined risk taker.
Okay.
Discipline just means you're methodical about what you're doing.
Okay.
Risk taker just means you're willing to do potentially dangerous things.
Okay.
What it essentially means is your crew's going to be like, I think we could sail through that. Let's just make sure we brace that first. Do that. They're doing something dangerous,
but they're doing
but they're
it
being
smart.
careful about it.
Like when we board a ship, all of our crew gets on those swing ropes. None of them just do the hop. They're like, woo! Let's do it.
Yeah. First, they make sure.
I don't think the
that
disciplined
rope
crew
is fastened.
engages in woohoo. Yeah.
I mean,
We have to teach them that.
I mean, if
Well,
I'm
they might
doing it,
still
they're gonna
be
fall
woo-hoo.
behind me,
When
right?
we're done with them, they
And
will
I'm
be
doing it.
characters.
I'm gonna do that.
With stat blocks.
Like I'm gonna climb the masts and
we need
grab
a
one of
little-
the swing ropes to hop on the other person's ship.
You
We
invent
need
life
little
preservers.
cards.
All right, I'm going to give them a bonus to carousing for being charismatic, a bonus to sailing for disciplined, and I'm honestly tempted to give them a bonus to boarding for risk takers for swinging on stuff. Yeah, I could actually also give it skullduggery. So up to you guys.
Skullduggery
I feel like
is with
Skullduggery is lie, cheating, hiding, sneaking around.
I'm not gonna lie, I like
Boarding
skullduggery
is
too.
melee combat and swinging between ships and stuff.
I think
Would we really
Skullduggery.
trust
Yeah, dude.
our
Part of it depends on
minions?
what you want your crew to be doing.
I think we're the fighting crew.
Okay, guys, put it this way. Do we want to trust our minions to be sneaking around when we could do that with better rolls? Or do we want them being able to help on boarding?
I mean,
Well, my concern is if
We're better
going-
at fighting in general, so theoretically we could just be the boarding crew who just goes in and be like, let's do this.
Although I feel like what's probably gonna happen. Well, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Well, either way, both are going to come up and be helpful. But like, if we're off doing something because we're leaving the crew behind because we don't want them to know that we're telepathic and magic,
Yep.
so we've left them behind on the ship. We come back to find our ship overrun, or gone.
Yep.
So,
I mean,
you know, the
considering the fact that,
boarding-
you know, like officials might come on and question them, you know.
Yeah, good point.
but they're also charismatic.
Skullduggery is lying, keeping their mouth shut. Too.
Yeah,
So,
so just
I
being
think
able
I'm,
to.
yeah, I think I'm cool with
I
that.
believe
one.
the 10th dot of that particular skill is called Johnny Tightlips.
Yeah.
Actually,
I ain't saying
I'm
nothing.
sold on skullduggery.
Yeah.
Skullduggery it is.
Like, Johnny, you look like
No,
you need
because
to see a
boarding,
doctor.
we can
I ain't
always
saying
give
nothing.
bonuses to ourselves.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeffrey, do you have any objection to me making Robin El Rosapace the shantyman? That means the guy who sings work songs
Yes,
and bosun. Alright.
that is totally my job.
Every time I'm piloting the ship, I'm telling everybody
Yeah.
to start singing.
So your job is bosun / shantyman. What that means is you're in charge of overseeing repairs in the ship and any work being done on the deck.
Okay.
You're essentially a supervisor. You inspect what they're doing just to make sure they did it right, and
Yeah.
you sing songs to make them work at the right pace.
Right.
What do we do? What do we do?
Yeah, that's a Holly song. You can actually work out what the beat is. What do you do? Say the word.
That's actually, if you play Dishonored, they have a really messed up version of that.
What do you
It's
do
a
with the drunken
pretty
whaler?
messed up
Yeah.
version to begin with. The song is pretty
No,
good.
but like in the Dishonored version, like you murder him and like bleed him out and then throw him overboard.
Yeah.
Which is-
So what do you do with the drunken whaler? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I read it. I'm like, what the? Jesus! I sang the other version of the song when I was a kid.
But even the vanilla version of the song is pretty not pleasant.
Question: how many filthy sea shanties does Robin L know?
All of them.
Yeah.
With a Google search,
That's
a
fair.
million.
I mean, are there clean ones?
He knows more that exist. Yes. There are lots of clean ones. Most of them are clean, actually.
No.
Because the captain would kick you in the face if you were swearing.
Nah.
That's what happens when you're like the British military and your captain actually cares if you're swearing. Now, on free ships, a lot more swearing in the songs.
Something about
Cursing like a sailor came from somewhere.
something about my one unique thing. I got that necklace filled with sulfur. I want it to turn molten at some point because molten sulfur is just blood red and it's awesome.
Really?
Yeah. It looks cool.
Didn't know that.
Looks cool as shit. I did some research about like sulfur and that for my character because the way my character is built is that he came from a string of islands called the Burning Archipelago,
Okay.
which is full of forests and sulfur. And the government came in and was like, hey, we're going to take it all over. You're all slaves now. We're going to make a bunch of black powder.
Yes.
And then,
Yeah, they're trying to reinvent gunpowder.
yeah.
I'll just mention now it's 2 after 8. Does anyone need to be anywhere? No? All right, we can keep going.
The only other thing I was going to do is have you guys work on trying to salvage the ship and build a new ship. Yep. So each of you can explain to me how you are assisting the crew in constructing and or salvaging things or supplies or the like.
Well, I think we've already explained what I'm doing.
Yeah, I was going to say it's pretty clear what you're doing.
Well, what Betty's doing is she's making sure that we have everything we need. She's making sure people are going where they're supposed to be. She's record keeping.
Are you hunting?
She's doing her job.
You're doing logistics, organizing people,
Yeah.
telling them what they're supposed to be working on.
And she's making
right
sure we don't
first.
accidentally set sail forgetting something.
You're probably also consulting that oversized diagram to figure out how the thing was supposed to be put together.
Probably.
I think so. Corey has a
Probably
ranger,
gonna be looking
probably like, as a part of the hunting crew.
I'm going to use my homebrew medical knowledge to make sure that all of the crew are in general health, and if I notice they may have starting scurvy or something, recommend little remedies that I may have on my person that is more than just booze.
Theoretically, how long are these constructions going to be?
A couple of days.
Okay, then as a survivalist,
I will tell you right out, this campaign, one of the things it's going to be is time frame is going to be a lot longer. than
Yeah,
other
I'm helping to build.
Like if I
shelters.
tell you like it takes 4 weeks to get somewhere, that's not that long. Yeah, the standards of this campaign. Like your characters will probably have visibly aged by the end of it.
Okay. Then what I'm doing is
Start young.
as ex-military, I'm setting
That was
up
my mistake.
encampments, like tents, campfires, all that kind of thing.
Campfire. All right.
Yep.
So each of you can roll me a skill check pertaining to whatever it is you're attempting to do.
Charisma.
Yep.
And can I add Voice of the Stone Astari?
Oh yeah.
Good thing I did. That's a 14.
Okay.
Bureaucracy and wisdom.
19.
Is it be like a
13.
wisdom type thing or dexterity?
We're gonna forget something, sorry guys.
If you're hunting stuff, like actually hunting food and stuff, it could be just a dexterity.
You're a
I am distracted by the multiple muscled men trying to work on the ship.
Apparently I was too, because I only got 13.
You spent all your time separating him from the muscled oiled out man.
No.
24.
So,
I swear to God, if I hear "Hello Sailor" one more time,
It would probably
She
be
could, like,
either
usher them out of
intelligence or
his
wisdom,
okay.
or charisma if you're ordering them to
You have
do
to leave them
it. Any of
alone.
those would apply. And then rebel sergeant.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'd be working with
Oh, hi,
them,
I'm Robbie
but I also
Rockapist. How are
ordered
you?
charisma. Thank you. Very kind. And
I'm basically leaving it.
See, you can follow them.
Alright, that would be, let me just, before, like, 11, 15, for 11, math's hard, 13, and 17. I'll roll the d6.
17 is actually a success. But yes, you only need a 15. So
Well,
you
then.
don't have to spend that. But yeah.
Dang it, I was two shot.
Oh, man.
When I'm determined to get something really big,
Wild
really
hogs.
good, impressive.
You gotta bring home the bacon.
we'll catch a whale. No, the whale beached itself.
That's
Ew.
I mean, that's not exactly gonna be fresh.
Amber,
meat.
did you have any luck points left?
No, I didn't.
I would have actually given you one for maintaining duty, for keeping order and everything, so you could have
Ah,
spent
well,
it
in
on
that
your
case, I'm going to re-roll.
Dear
God!
Don't re-roll, use the d6. It's
Oh, right, 'cause I
usually
was-
a better idea.
Can
Just
I
use the
return?
d6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yay!
There you go.
Success. I forgot I was only too short, okay?
yeah, because
You were a little about to do it. I'm like, D6.
3 bonus dice from you guys.
Oh, I think it's like, oh, I got a 3 on the d20. Anything's got to be better than a 3 on the d20. And then I rolled a 4 on the d20. Stop giving me that look, Vivian. Stop it. You're not helpful.
Say anything.
Alrighty. Your crew managed to assemble a workable ship. It takes them a few days to actually do it. They salvage, you get enough food and water to keep people alive over the course of those days.
I'm assuming he's also foraging for fruits, because we're smart enough to know we need vitamin C.
Oh yeah. I have the wisdom to get that too.
Okay, just checking.
Diving down to the wreckage of what you realize what happened was this was probably a pirate ship. It found this island that wasn't on a chart and this hidden little cavern in it and went, oh awesome, a hideout. Tried to sail in, sheared the bottom off of its boat, and its crew probably drowned.
Oh god.
However, they have a bunch of loot in their holds, which is now your loot.
Alrighty, how much do we split between us?
You have 20 points of lucre, is the term
Yeah,
for this.
it's the ship's loot.
It's ship currency, basically.
Okay.
I'd also probably say that probably by this point, Betty's probably got a reputation with the crew that she knows exactly what is in the holes. She knows the stores. She knows the loot.
They're well disciplined.
Yeah, true. Just like, no.
So you guys, when you guys get to town, you will have 20 lucre to spend on stuff. You're foraging, such that you have some food. Not a whole lot of food. I know.
But we're on a
Trust me, 2
we're on a
dots is
limited
pretty
space.
good.
The problem is, you alone cannot forage enough food for the entire crew. It was, they rolled a check, and they didn't roll supremely well, but they rolled passively. So they got some.
Right, that makes sense.
Rationing it is then.
You're in charge of that.
Yeah. I think that's
None of them got
established.
sick because they didn't
By the way, I
botch their
eat with
roll.
the crew. I don't eat in my own cabin. It's stupid. I hate that rule. Only for greedy captains. When they eat in their quarters and they're like, "There's a feast here." Fuck you, crew.
You know what we could do? We could spend an extra day after the ship is finished collecting more food and stuff.
You could.
I mean,
Well, presumably they'll also have done most of the foraging in the nearby areas that require going farther
Yeah.
out, which
They
is
probably
going to be
burned
more
all
of a
their
challenge.
resources.
yeah.
They've pretty much scoured the island in terms of stuff that they can actually acquire.
Alright.
At this
we
point,
could have a couple
having
people.
genocided every living thing on the island. They've like clear cut any trees on it.
Salt
I'm kind of
Burned
picturing-
all the
Salt
bushes
and
to
burn.
keep their fires going. All the animals are dead. It's just a barren wasteland.
To be fair,
Like, it wasn't a big island.
We also have to eat while we're doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's probably part of their zone wants food.
Yeah, fishing was part of what they were doing. Yeah.
Like now I'm picturing like some
You
like
could fish
possibly
while the
a
boat's
couple,
traveling.
yeah, exactly. Couple of crewmen on the back at all times with a
or do the horrible dredge fishing. Just like,
You don't have a net for dredge fishing. But yeah. Your previous ship dissolved. That might have had a dredge thing on it.
yeah,
I'll pick one up at
Alright.
the next point.
So where are you guys going first of all?
very unfriendly. I guess
Well,
we're going to
I'm
the nearest
just- port.
civilization. Yeah,
Which I'm guessing is
we're
bright.
gonna restock. Yep. Doing
And
that.
you're our navigator, right? So yeah. So between the two of us, we consult the map.
I'm at the wheel. Let's do it.
You can definitely get to Brighton. Knocks off some food and water on the trip. You manage to get there. You have, 1 knot of food and water left. You don't quite starve to death on the way back. Woo. When you arrive, some of the stuff you have collected, your loot and whatnot, goes toward paying the crew for this horrible, horrible expedition they were on. Some of it goes towards taxes as you are when you come to the dock.
Yeah.
Your hold is full of gold and gems of questionable origin. There's some bribes involved. I'm actually going to say 20 lucre is what you're left with after all that. Okay, so
Should I
will,
roll a bureaucracy check to see if I can make that any better?
You could try and get better deals on buying stuff in town.
Okay.
I can tell you that when you're spending lucre in town, to raise these stats, it costs baseline, it costs 2 lucre per dot.
Okay.
You can reduce or increase that depending on things you might try to do.
And that's mostly just
Skills are a lot harder to raise. They get exponentially more expensive as you go along.
The World of Darkness, man.
Oh, it's much worse than World of Darkness. It's a much steeper curve.
Hey, so we never settle on what kind of crew we are. Are we pirates? Are we smugglers? Are we...
right now we're surviving.
That's the next adventure to decide.
We're
like-
about to be raiders.
Here's the thing. I don't want to be the kind of people who just like attacks.
Smugglers.
I don't want to attack like innocent people. I'll attack people who are jerks. That's fine. No moral qualms about that. But
What if?
Like, is that the actual question you're bringing up to the actual characters?
Or what about?
Well,
Oh,
you
that's
mentally,
right.
you have table telepathy.
Yeah,
so
mentally, I'm
you can
like-
hear him thinking.
May I suggest that we do that while we're all pretending to be asleep in our bunks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why are you
that-
thinking about raiding?
well, no, I'm just saying. Well, no, we have to decide this.
You give him
essentially.
a ship. He's a pirate.
We have a boat, we have people, let's go.
I understand, but we have to determine what kind of crew are we, because it helps determine what kind of people we hired.
Most obviously, if you want to travel to this little outpost that you found, you're gonna need more provisions and more money
Yeah.
than you currently
Yeah.
have.
Yeah. So
Raising crew skills, they all start with a free dot. The second dot costs 2, third dot costs 3, then 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89.
Yikes.
It raises in a Fibonacci series.
Of course it does.
Yeah, the reason for this
Naturally.
is the way your crew actions work is they're actually done using something called the one roll engine, which is used in different games. I'm doing this because I couldn't get difficulty classes of their skills to work right, because a flat bonus becomes less and less important as your crew gets better at something. So the way the one roll engine works is you roll a number of 10-sided dice equal to their skill, plus they get a die for each thing you do that contributes to what they're doing, which is why they actually rolled 4 on their survival check, because 3 of you made that check. The way you do this is you roll all of them, and you actually look for matching sets of numbers. So like for example here, there are 3 7s. The height, so the number on the die, is how well they do the task. The width is how fast they do the task.
Oh, cool, cool.
So it's kind of effective, useful for that. In your case, they didn't roll any sets, so they didn't get bonus dots and stuff, but they got a 9, which is high enough that they did a decently adequate job. Rolling less than 5 with no sets is bad. It means they basically fucked up.
Oh, okay, cool. I like this system.
That's also why, for example, the higher the dot rating gets, the more expensive it gets, because
Yeah.
it's actually like a logarithmic growth of success.
Yeah.
Like when you get up to like rolling 8, your chance of getting up hair is like, of not getting up hair is like less than 1%.
it's like the birthday
So
probability.
what exactly are we spending to improve it?
You spend lucre, which is a generic term for anything valuable you've
And we've
acquired.
got 20 left to spend.
The birthday
20
probability
worth
is
to
like
spend.
if there's like 30 people in a room, you have like a super high probability.
Yeah,
of 2
basically
people
what you're
sharing
doing
the
is
same
hiring more experienced
Because it's just
crew
the number of comparisons
or
you're making.
paying to have someone train your crew.
Okay, so basically, if we ever want to be good at
But we
Currently-
also need to
have
spend the
to go
lucre on
into-
resources, which are flat 2 apiece.
Let's get some
Yeah.
points into food and water.
Yeah, absolutely.
Supporting
100%. What? I know we can spend it on food and water, but can we spend it on the other ones in that category as well?
You can spend them on anything.
Okay, excellent.
It's up to you. It depends
Alright.
on where you guys are planning to go. I will tell you that the outpost you're traveling to would be like months of travel to get there.
The
Your dot ratings go down at a rate of 1 about a week.
Should get more money first.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
might want to pull some jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You are in the city of Brighton, which is a very large port town. It appears fairly civilized and fairly stable. There's a lot of large enough businesses. It's a fairly large island. So the next adventure could take place in doing some rumor gathering and work collecting here.
Let's put out an ad.
Bulletin
We got a
boards?
ship and we're looking to
are there
work.
are there bulletin boards that we
Pick
can
the
go look
most
at jobs for?
lucrative
You
because
could
they're
probably
risk
find jobs.
takers.
Alright, I'm gonna go do
Willing to
that.
take
Feel free
risky
incidentally
jobs.
to suggest jobs you might want to do.
Actually, I'm gonna go to the dock master and talk to him about people who are looking for jobs. And be like, hey, buddy, we're everybody's attention is why I don't like it.
Everyone
yes.
stare at Brendan, look deeply into his
Well,
eyes,
that was
and refuse
that was
to blink.
happening. That was happening. So bring that a little bit. All right, so I got a crew. We need work. Where can we find it?
He'll tell you that there is a tavern called Black Spot near the dock, which is filled with merchants and the like, trading with sailors, trying to get people to carry their goods and whatnot. You could probably find someone who needed you to ferry a run of something somewhere.
Yep. I will
So
do that.
shipping is certainly an option. There's a variety of options there.
Most lucrative.
How are you like implying that you might be up for something shady?
before he
Because
does
this
any
guy
such
did
thing,
take a bribe to ignore a large
I'm
gold full
like,
of gold.
we'll
So he's probably not entirely squeaky clean. He might know some less savory jobs you could do too.
we'll work real hard. Like
Do you mention that you're very discreet?
yeah, no, like we
keep our business to ourselves.
we know how to keep like our business focused, and nobody will find out about it. You know what I mean?
you know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge,
He'll
nudge.
tell you that there's a
Slips at 20.
gentleman at the Black Spot named Horace
Okay.
who might be looking to move something a bit more quietly.
I hear you got things to do, buddy.
You may want to adopt a better approach than that.
What my pal was trying to say here, bro,
Get everyone.
is that we're looking to ship some goods.
No, you don't even
No,
You don't say that. You
No,
just go, we hear
We're
we
a
got
shipping
some
company."
excess supplies.
No,
Maybe.
it's more like, hey Horace, it's like, we heard
Everyone.
you're in need of a certain set of services.
Skills. Yeah, we got.
Hi, I'm
we got
Robbie
a certain set of
Rocket
skills.
Pace. Would you like to go into the back room and
I feel like, oh,
Would you be interested in sealing a business arrangement?
We stopped
Were
at
you
the
looking
one
to ship
town where
goods?
that's illegal.
Afterwards, we could do that too.
Betty was listening to me following you. We're like, no,
Oh, this is terrible.
don't phone them until after the business deal.
So
But
I'm
actually,
gonna
Might
go-
get a better rate or a worse rate, depending on how he rolls.
I'm
that
gonna
would be a
not
dexterity
Roll
check,
con
right?
or dex.
Do not crit fail that performance check.
All right, should I roll?
No!
Let's save that for next session.
Oh Jesus.
God damn it.
Betty will actually review the.
He will also tell you that there might be people in town who might be looking for it done for them. So if you guys want to do ship work, or if you want to do just party work off on yourself, that's up to you guys. Let me know which one you'd prefer to do.
What we could do is that we can, get a list about, a big list of available jobs, and then see how many we can do at once.
Like yeah, I line
Yeah,
up there.
exactly.
See
Before
How
we
many
do
quests
that,
take us to the same
we need food and water.
Yep. So would you guys like to try and get into town, see what kind of businesses, deals you can arrange for
Yep.
buying stuff?
I'm gonna talk to Horace.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
Gonna talk to Horace, see if you know anyone who's selling perhaps second-hand goods, so to speak.
I was like, I hear that there are things in this area that need to get moved from one place to another.
We got a cargo
Charisma
ship.
check. Negotiate.
Could mention
You know,
that the
Betty's
dock
actually going to be
master said-
reviewing the shipping laws in the area just to make sure that, well, when she's cooking the books, she's
Better.
cooking them correctly.
All right, sure. Give me probably intelligence there.
Yeah.
14, 17. I gave you this, by the way.
All right, and presumably bureaucracy is going to
Yeah.
apply here as well.
Oh, yeah.
So 21.
All right, Jeffrey.
I'm gonna go recruiting.
All right. Give me. I would say charisma, but I have a feeling yours is going to involve dex or con.
I mean, here's the thing.
I'll leave it up to you to how you're recruiting.
The recruitment starts with charisma, but then it leads into dex and con. You know?
Sure. Give me a charisma check.
All right.
Okay.
I'm basically just singing in the streets. Hear ye, we got a nice ship here. You'll have lots of fun and all this.
Fun.
And you
So,
probably won't
can
die.
I add Stone Rockstar to that?
Sure.
Alrighty. Alright, that is 28.
Holy, but Jesus.
Daniel?
I am going to help barter for food, water, and supplies to make sure they are of quality goods.
Make sure nothing's like about to rot or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Maybe.
Alright, now should I roll a dex check?
Give me whatever you think would be appropriate there.
Okay.
Probably wisdom, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a
And-
7. That's 7.
Plus some kind of background.
7. Okay.
Oh,
Anything with a plus? Also, don't
I'm a
forget you
doctor?
add your level.
I'm a doctor, so
Could be, yeah. Recognizing disease sources.
16.
16. All right. And Court?
Grumps will be around in town, trying to squeeze as much praise out of people as possible, doing nice things. Perhaps with a general aim of improving our reputation, to have a set of well-approved eyes on the Dutchess.
There's actually a local archery competition going on. If you won that, that might get you a bit of renown and maybe drum your name up a bit.
Yes, that is good.
You give me a dex check for that one.
Oh, and when you do it,
Small
you say you're
delicious.
doing it for the honor of the
Oh,
Duchess.
okay.
And
Understand.
people think you're doing it for a chick.
I have
Until you
to-
reveal it's actually your boat.
I don't want them.
It's not quite a mint.
I know, and I've had them before.
Dex check or an attack?
They're like candy mints.
Probably
Yeah.
a check.
Like a Tic
a
Tac.
check.
They're fruity
Trying to
mints,
do
but if you
a
haven't read
stab.
them, they burn your tongue just like a normal mint.
Any
Well,
background
it's
you
a
can give
citric
them.
acid.
Oh yeah.
Good for scurvy.
What background are
Yes,
you?
everyone bring icebreakers.
I haven't really got a pretty good name for this,
We
but it's
get
like
actual
the
icebreakers,
face,
though.
stocky stuff, being beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
In the
Putting some
Caribbean.
style into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know. There might be magical islands.
What is this source?
Oh, yeah.
18
Yeah.
plus 6.
So they're rolling 7 dice on a carousing check. Try and haggle some prices there.
All sevens.
No. They got a pair of 4s, though. So they managed to get you, they can spend a couple of days here and find something at a pretty good price.
How quickly does Horace want the job done?
Horace has a lot of jobs lined up.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sure. You can certainly get a discount. You can get half price on status effects. No effect on skills, though. They still cost us.
All right, let's
So
load
you
up
can
on
buy
food and
them
water.
for, you could buy status 1 for 1 currently.
Okay.
And we have 20 points?
Yep.
So we definitely,
I'm leaving it to you because you're the quartermaster.
well, we don't know how long we're gonna. Come on,
5
thinking.
food, 5 water, 5 condition.
Yeah.
And then leave the
pretty
5
good.
if we need anything
Yeah,
else.
that's pretty good. I'm down
Sounds
with
like a plan.
that.
I think we want to
Actually,
butcher
let's-
this stuff
let's-
up.
let's maybe do 6 food, 6 water, and 5 that. It'll only leave us with
Don't
3
forget, we also
extra.
have ableness and morale.
But
We'll be able to get some on the way.
Yeah, your crew's looking a bit sickly.
Yeah. So
Ah.
6
And
food and
some of them are
water.
grumbling quite a bit.
Oh.
We blow the remainder points
Okay, wait,
on
no.
the bonus.
Wait. What about 4 food, 4 water, and then the remaining 4 that we were originally going to use, we use on the other stuff that we need to bump up a little bit, like the crew health and the ship strength.
we already were
Yeah.
gonna put some in the ship. How about 5 food, 5 water, 4 into the ship, and the remaining 6 into ableness and morale.
Sure. I mean, wait. 4 for. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. 4 for the skills. And
So
6.
food and water will still be the 2 highest ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are the ones that drop the fastest.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because that determines how long we can be out
Yeah.
there. Because if we
It's
only
going to
put
determine how long of a job you can take.
yeah, because if we only put 5 into each food and water, that means we can only be out there for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because we've only got 1 point into each of them. We can
I wanna-
hopefully stop somewhere to pick
How
up more
far
resources
away-
as necessary, but
What is the most lucrative job that Horace has got?
Yes. Risk takers.
He's got the most lucrative one
Yes.
is one that's going to involve a 4-week trip to a place and then back to Brighton,
Okay.
carrying a load of sugar. Sugar is actually a contraband good in Brighton
of course it is.
because it's
Okay.
manufactured by slaves and they have laws against that.
Yep.
Where are we going to pick this up?
You would be picking it up at a place called Cane Rack Island.
Of course.
I love it.
Gee, I wonder if they're nice guys. Oh, nothing.
Is there anything in the area that we could
Are we
legally
okay
be doing
with
at the same
slavery,
time?
guys?
Legally be doing in that area?
We're not doing the slavery.
Kinrak Island does ship other things. Like they
Slaves.
take lumber, for example, for constructing houses and stuff. You could probably ship lumber there and then bring something back.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll do that.
Yeah, because basically, when Betty's putting together the books, she needs to have something to explain why we're there.
Hey, so guys,
Grain.
guys,
Everybody
do
needs
we
grain.
do we
Usually they
are,
grow
are
it
we
though.
okay with slavery? Are we okay with slavery?
Yes.
We're just shipping sugar.
Also,
Not shipping
keep in
slaves.
mind, you go there, you can pick up a shipment. You could perhaps do something about
Yeah,
that.
we're booning an no.
And
Here's the
then
thing, we're
book it
booning.
out of
Yeah,
there.
we're booning an economy that we're used as slave work. I'm not as my character would not be okay with that.
No, but could
Is
do.
he captain?
I literally come from a place where
Yeah,
we
that's true.
slaves. Literally.
You know,
We
could
could
do.
go there, help them out, and then get
Wait,
some sugar
So,
back.
wait. Horace wants the sugar.
Yeah, and no, so I don't think he cares about that place. He just wants the sugar.
He doesn't care about
We
this.
go
He just
there,
needs
get
to
the
move
sugar,
into the city.
ruin their day,
right.
emancipate the island,
Yeah,
give them the
Like, no,
glorious
that-
taste of freedom,
that was
and then
basically
come
the
back with
that
the
was
sugar.
basically the
But
question I
it's
was
an
asking.
island,
Are we
so
cool? Are
freedom
we
is
cool
kinda
with
limited,
the like
to be
performing an
fair.
emancipation of all of them and freeing up some people?
I agree with this.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Note,
Sweet.
with a cargo
Sounds like
full
adventure.
of with a cargo full of sugar, we're gonna cast slow coming back.
That's fine. Okay,
Um,
so we'll bring lumber there and
Yeah.
But that's a
And,
total of 8
since we're
weeks
the-
there and
I
back.
think freeing the
Since-
slaves.
We don't have that kind of
unfortunately,
food and water.
are not approved, but-
well,
yeah.
you
Well,
you could
you
also
are.
It's a
probably
big
drop off
job.
those comatose members at
Yeah.
probably an almshouse somewhere.
well, you are
Um,
technically here. You can contribute to conversation. You don't have a character built.
Yeah.
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 That's fine.
Yeah.
Betty's gonna do whatever you want to do because
Okay.
you're her boss.
Okay. For elected boss.
Yeah.
Even if she doesn't agree with you,
I'm just.
she's
If
gonna
the
do
session
it
weren't
anyway.
about to end, I'd give you a point for that.
I'm just saying.
If another roll actually comes up, I'll give it to you.
I'm just saying. I don't like slave work.
Yeah.
That's it. All right.
Yeah, and there's also the thing, if we are the ones who rescue the slaves, and we'll be the first ones out of there,
Yeah.
which means everyone else won't know that sugar isn't made by slaves anymore, and thus won't be as lucrative.
Oh, so we'll get a higher price.
Yeah.
I'll sell it.
It'll still be a contraband.
All right.
No, actually, wouldn't it be a higher price after they find out the slaves have been
Yes,
freed?
because it would be more expensive to produce.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we'll,
Well,
we'll
it
wait
might
before we
balance
sell
out
it.
because once contraband is still illegal for it to come in. So-
Yeah, but the demand would be.
But the
still
point is,
high.
now that you've
it's
got
One
the,
thing to
It's
keep in
debatable.
mind is selling sugar in Brighton is probably going to be more lucrative, simply because it's illegal in Brighton.
exactly.
If they find out that you do emancipate the island and like put control of farms in the slaves' hands, that they're just doing it themselves and earning money for it, it would probably cease to be illegal. At which point the price would actually drop.
But that's going to take time.
Yeah, but that would take time,
Like
and
the
we'll...
base cost would
Yeah.
go up, but the expense of having to
Overall.
smuggle it
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
go down. So,
Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah.
so
All right, so
basically,
we're gonna-
So
demand
come-
would go up, but supply would also go up.
Okay.
Yeah. Come back.
We might make an enemy
Sell
of
it.
Horus through that, just because he might lose some money. But we'll
That's
see.
why we'll be quick. We'll be the first
we'll see.
ones out of there
We'll see.
after
Yeah.
it's emancipated, so news won't spread
We'll
as quick.
torch
We're
the
gonna get
docks.
there and find it to be this horribly fortified.
No, guys. When we leave, we'll torch the docks,
I
right? And just sail off, so word can't travel yet.
Can I suggest that before we actually go up, we just like repaint the name on the side of our ship?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so
get a revolving name.
this is a plan that doesn't need to be implemented just yet. Okay,
How
so
much
we're
would
taking
that be
job.
in Lucra?
Lucre. I would give it to you
You know, we
for
make an enemy.
2 as an asset.
Yeah,
Revolving nameplate.
We'll have to
revolving
impress the slave
Okay,
drivers, the chained Dutchess.
We're good. We're good.
You know, you might make an
The
enemy.
widow cutter.
We're taking this
But we'd
job.
also get a lot
All right,
of
so now let's finish up spending our lucre. So it'd be 5 and 5 for food and water. Yes, because I think we can resupply back when we're at the slave town. Good point.
I assure you, I'm not going to keep. Hey, we just freed a whole bunch of
Well,
slaves.
maybe we
secret."
should get so that
Oops.
we
Besides,
have
if he actually
the
gets pissed about it, we
points
just say, hey,
so that
Okay,
we don't
we just
have
do
to
what
worry
you
about
get
it.
to do.
And
You can give
stock up,
me
'cause we don't want to be coming back in on no food and water. So even if we can restock
I will
there.
say, when you get there, you can buy stuff from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, like,
Assuming we
if
don't
The
need-
prices
Immediately.
might be different.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fine. Because what we're going to do is we're going to bring supplies to that place as well to sell.
But if we end up getting there and getting more food, that's great. Then we'll still have a surplus. But if we at least leave knowing that we have enough to make it there and back,
That's what I mean. We have. Oh, okay.
we're not screwed when we get
So
there.
you want to go 8 and 8?
do we lose water and food on the same ratio?
About the same rate, yeah.
Okay.
We also have the possibility of maybe hitting some islands on the way there and doing some foraging to bump up a little bit.
Are there any?
Water will be harder to bump up than
So
food.
6 and 6.
Granted, all we have to do is pull a few more points away from condition and morale, and we'd be able to put those points into food and water, and you'd be good.
If we just
Hold on.
drive a shitty ship and treat our crew like crap, we could make riches.
Yes!
No, we don't.
Wait,
We've discovered the secret.
I'm gonna
that every
min-max this
captain
boat
before
ride.
in history has found before.
Okay, hold on.
Just keep your crew just happy enough
Can
not
we-
to mutiny.
Wait, we're not the only ship in the dock. Couldn't
Correct.
we steal some supplies from the other ships? When
Maybe
it was
let's
Here?
not.
No.
Not yet. Okay, we'll think about that. No,
We'll
not
cross
right now.
that bridge when we
Okay,
get
so
to it.
6 and 6 on food and water.
We'll burn that.
We
bridge
Yeah,
for
which
the
was
weekend.
what the
That should be
original plan
plenty.
was.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So that way at least we'll make it.
it'd be 12. We have 8 left. Are we gonna go 4 and 4 in terms of? We're gonna have like.
Well, we're gonna spend 2 on the revolving nameplate, right?
No.
Okay, so then we'll have 3.
Okay, that can wait.
Not necessarily. No,
In the
not necessarily
meantime, we'll
with
just
the whole
manually-
slave
Well,
rate.
it's a brand new ship. We
don't-
can always change it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't painted
All right.
yet.
We haven't painted the name on it. We'll paint on fake name.
We
first.
just have several different panels of
I will
wood.
say, ships generally aren't accepted to dock if they don't have a name
Oh,
on them.
okay.
Yeah.
So you
Uh,
would have
then
had to
let's-
paint something.
I like the
Yeah.
idea that we have that the place where our name is actually removable, so we have like a stock of them.
It might just be painted on a plank that you can
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
put a different
That's
one
what I
in.
meant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
That might
Okay.
create a problem if your ship gets searched, for example.
Yes,
But
well,
yes.
I mean, we
at some
could
point
burn
we
it.
may need to invest.
The planks that are the signs can also be placed into the floorboards to hide. They are the floorboards.
Or on the
too.
tables, like as part of like table thing.
Well, the whole
Don't
boards
look
are usually
under the
curved.
table.
Yeah, floorboards usually
Oh.
aren't. But
But
I
I'm
think
sure
on the
that
tables
somewhere
we
like
could
in
put
the hall,
seats.
like
you
we
could
There'll
probably
be the
find somewhere
mirroring.
to put it, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
So-
If worst comes to worst, there's the whole like the bottom part of a boat. You don't use it for storage or anything. It's basically just it's
You
an
do,
empty.
actually, but yeah.
Well, the actual bottom usually.
You mean the
not,
ballast?
Well, usually it starts filling with water.
'cause- Exactly,
But-
which is why you don't store. But we could
Actually,
have just
fun
like,
fact: sailors do store stuff in there. They store turtles in there to eat.
Oh my god.
Bowls.
Yay!
I remember like
Okay,
really
so
long time ago. I used to know
It'll
local
be
pirates.
6 and 6 on food and
Done a
water.
lot of research.
I think we should
Yeah,
spend
I still
3,
love all
1
the
on
diagrams.
each for the rest of the statuses, because it'll push it up to 3, and I don't think they drop that fast, right? Like morale and stuff. As long as
Morale, ableness, and ship condition only drop if something causes them.
yeah. So if we bump it up to 3, we should
morale
have a safe buffer.
actually morale does drop on its own, just much slower.
Yeah.
Long voyages at sea make the crew bitchy.
Yep.
They
Well,
don't
we can
really
always
like
stop
being
and have a
stuck
short
for a long
vacation
time.
on an island if
Yep.
necessary.
Or just visit.
Morale also has the benefit of it's one of the few that you can
A cat
potentially
house?
raise when
Yeah.
you're not at a
Yeah.
port.
No, it's like,
We'll
oh, we
visit-
still have food. Feast!
We'll visit a cat house if necessary. All right, so that's fine. So it'll be 12 and then 3, so we'll have 5 left. We can spend that on skills, right? Are we all good with that?
So it'll bring
I
our
think that
total
sounds
food
good.
and water up to 7.
We should probably
Yeah.
just have
Okay.
this in front of
Yeah.
these two guys, right? Just so.
So just
I think sailing would actually
Add
be a
6 to each
useful
of these.
skill
It
in
is.
this one
Point, but
for
then again,
speed.
we are going to be dealing with
yeah,
people
we'll
who
add
might
Because
not
the other
like
thing
us.
to keep in mind is I mentioned it was 4-week journey, I think I said, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
4
you
weeks.
did. It's 4 weeks.
That is dependent on what your crew rolls for sailing.
Yep.
No, true.
Okay.
So if you actually
So
get
if they
better
roll
skill-
well, like when they roll sailing, if they get at least a number above a 5, it's 4 weeks. If they actually get a set, it might be faster than that.
Okay, so for sailing, how much is it to increase it to 3?
Oh,
So you can add 6 and 6 first.
It's currently at 1
Oh,
or
this
2.
looks
I don't want to mark his sheet.
Well, no, we have to fill that in anyways. So just-
Okay, I'm just
to
gonna.
buy the
I'm
third
just-
dot in something
Yep.
is 3.
Okay, so if you guys want to get another one in sailing, we don't necessarily have to, but it'd be decent.
I agree. I think we need some possible speed on this.
Okay,
Okay, so how much should we figure out?
Okay, no, and then you add 1 on
Especially
each
if
of
you
these.
Consider doing something while you're over
And
there.
we'll do 1 on sailing. Plus, if we have better
I-
sailing, we can get ahead of
I will
like
give you a
everybody else.
suggestion. If you're actually planning on emancipating slaves and getting in a fight there, you might want to invest something in ship condition because they might try to
Yeah.
break your boat
Yeah, that too.
to stop you from leaving.
Okay, so right now,
How many lucre do we have left over after buying
at the
skill?
moment,
5.
we're at
We have 5 left if we get
because
all
We
these.
can
Does
always
one-
go
because the
back
one in
to
sailing costs us
save
2?
the slaves.
No, the one in sailing will cost us
Yep.
3,
well, it
Guy.
costs us 3.
but we haven't
That's what I
spent it
love
yet.
about
Because
games
at the
with economies
moment,
like
12,
this. You start
15.
giving
Yeah,
So
so
we're at
we have
15
5
right
left.
now.
Did I
We
do a
have 5 left.
horribly bad thing?
So we could put
we
the
could-
1 into sailing and then 2 into ship condition.
Sure.
Yes.
You can always go back to save the slaves.
And we could always,
Why do multiple trips?
but the thing is, we
that
might
would
not
take
be able.
time.
We might
Yeah.
not be able to fully emancipate the island, but we could probably sabotage something, help somewhere. Maybe not do something on a huge, massive, grand scale.
Here's the thing. I have experience with leading leading a rebellion. I can get it going.
We just make it
Yeah,
look like
you
the
can get it going.
slaves did it
I will
themselves.
say you have enough experience to know if you actually ask around in town, like you guys were carousing with people, they did find out about some stuff. while you were
Might
there.
know some people who.
They know a bit about the island.
Okay.
It is a private operation. It's not like where you were being
Yeah,
imposed
by
by
the
an
government.
empire.
Yeah.
This is like
A business.
bunch of guys have captured people and forced them to work.
Who are
Like
the?
Django.
Yeah. Who,
Sure.
who are the near? Is there any nearby like governments that might be threatened by them if they were to get too powerful, or anyone they
Right.
might be subject to?
Basically, Brighton.
Brighton, but they're not actually subject to Brighton, though, right?
No.
Okay. So there is also the
Brighton
possibility.
doesn't really extend its grasp far.
Can I do
It's
like a?
more locking itself in.
Can I do a
it's not very
bureaucratic check
expansionist.
to see if I can think of anything that might incline Brighton to act against them?
Hey, Brighton, we're gonna mess them up.
Just so that, like, if we're there
No.
and there's something I might be able
If
to do
we-
to put
If we
them
say
right
I will
these
off.
say you do
things,
have one of these.
Okay.
if we say these things,
All right.
it's not good for us. That ruins our income.
21 again.
It depends how much you're.
Well, she's
worried
not
about
actually
income.
asking anyone yet. She's just sort of
I'm
No,
just
talking
researching.
about what
Basically,
Daniel
I'm
said.
looking it up. She's not
I'm
doing
basically
anything
sitting there in
suspicious
like
yet.
town
Yeah.
hall, just familiarizing
Leafing
myself
through
with,
records of any incidents with and that sort of thing.
yeah,
And
local.
You know that a
Laws.
while ago there
Yeah.
was an incident in which they abducted some people from one of the harbor ships. Brighton has like a harbor patrol that they use to search ships that are coming into port and inspect things. Incidentally, that's something you will have to dodge if you're smuggling sugar into the city. Horace will give you a place which is like inlet off to the back of the island, where you can dock and he will meet you. Or, well, someone who works for him will meet you at least. You know there was an incident in which they got into a confrontation with one of the harbor ships and actually just abducted the people on it. So that was a while ago, but it's still something of a sore spot.
Right. Okay, so
But there might be a couple of former Brighton wardens amongst the slaves there.
in terms of lucre spending, so we spent it on food and water, so those are fine. Now, like with the 5 remaining, are we all good with the 1 boost to sailing and then the other boost to ship condition, or should we put it to, instead of sailing, we should put it into boarding, and then because boarding's part of fighting.
I am going to point out that right now, assuming that we don't do anything between here and there to get us more lucre, we're not going to be able to buy more supplies over there.
Right. No.
Actually, I guess
well,
with the
no, 'cause
wood, I guess
yeah,
we're bringing
yeah,
wood.
you are
So,
bringing a
sorry,
shipment
never
over.
mind, I forgot about that.
You're not sure how much you might get for that, though.
Yeah.
Right.
We only need enough really to
Burns
get us enough
the
food and
first,
water to get
then
back.
Yeah. And we should be okay on that because we have a surplus.
Wait,
That is
How-
a point,
how are
actually.
we getting
Vivian
sugar?
actually raises a surprisingly good point.
It's like
If you're bringing a load of lumber, if you sent someone to sneak ahead, or part of your
burn
crew,
their
either
stuff.
yourselves or part of your crew, to torch something, there would be a higher demand for lumber when you arrived.
I
So
am
if you could
cool
get
with
away
that.
with it,
I'm cool with
because
that.
you're not cool
Hey,
with slavery.
how
We
are
got
getting the sugar?
skullduggery
Are-
people.
Do they know in advance and they got paid in advance, or?
No.
no, it's like take this load of lumber over there, negotiate a price for it. Kind of.
Ah.
You have to pay for the lumber first, though.
No, but you have to reimburse it.
Oh,
When you
okay.
get back, you have
I
to pay
see.
them essentially.
Okay.
Without a pre.
Risky business venture on their side.
Okay.
So
So,
we,
I would
just-
like to avoid unnecessary complications regarding
Yeah.
all right. So I think we're cool with the
More accurately,
I just
what's going
assume-
on is the lumber is worth something. It counts as lucre while it's in your hold.
Yeah.
So I think we got it.
So
in
essentially,
terms
he's
of-
giving you like a couple points of lucre that you're supposed to take over there and see what you can get for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
If
The way
you
I kind
wanted
of figured.
to, you could take the lumber you bought from him and then just sell it immediately, but you're not getting a profit doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would
I
make
think-
enemies.
No, it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, I buy some lumber from you to plan to transport it for like 300 gold or whatever. Then I sell it to this man for 300 gold.
We made absolutely
Well,
nothing.
the guy you bought it from made
We
his
actually
money.
lost. Well,
But you
we
lost.
The only difference
lost
is
money.
you gained and lost nothing.
Well, no,
They
we would
wanted sugar,
lost money on the resources we expended to do it,
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have lost time.
and food and water.
Okay. So are we okay with the boost to ship condition and sailing for the final 5?
Yes.
Yes.
Corey?
Well, considering that we don't really have anything else to spend afterwards, yeah, that's probably the best choice.
Okay. So it looks like
So we're okay with
we
all
have a
that?
quorum.
I'm gonna start filling these in.
Cool. Sounds good.
So you're buying a third dot and sailing for 3?
Yes. And then 2 extra in ship condition from the 1 boost we gave to him.
I'm filling them in really light. so they
Are
can
we
erase
are we
these.
gonna send the small contingent of our crew ahead to burn down their lumber?
By
Quite
which you
probably.
mean, of course, us 5 or
could.
6
I
when he
mean-
shows up.
I will,
I mean-
I will tell you there'd be a skullduggery check involved either way, because either your crew has to do it,
Yeah.
or
They have
you
to
guys do it
pretend
and
to
they
be-
have to keep quiet about it
Yeah.
while
Yeah.
they talk.
Well, presumably you're not gonna be able to get off the ship.
Because when you show up with a load of lumber after the
I
ship's
could.
burnt,
Yeah.
It's just we
there's
have to trust
gonna
our
be
crew.
questions
Yeah.
asked.
You know what? I want to leave it up to.
And if they ask the
See
crew,
if they can do it.
hey, did all the officers on your ship mysteriously leave for like 2 days before you came to port? Oh yeah, no, you mentioned it, they did.
So
Well, yeah.
Let's send them on a mission. Let's believe them.
the question is, are we doing it or not first? And what like so?
I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm,
I-
all right, we're doing it.
It'll just make it longer.
And
Alright,
you just
we're
be like,
doing
well,
it.
financially, they were decision.
Okay, we're doing that, and then we're sending the
taking
crew.
risk for money.
We're sending
We
the
don't
crew.
have
Yes.
to like burn their lumber slides. We should just sink one of their boats or something.
No,
Well,
no,
their
we're
port.
like no, we
Well,
help
not
destroy
their port.
part of the lumber supply, so that when we come with lumber, we're like, well, hey,
Here's the thing.
crazy.
If we're gonna be causing like revolution stuff, we could just steal a bunch of stuff over there.
Oh yeah, but that's like this is part of our
So-
plan of like, hey, they're paying
We're
us more.
milking them for what they're worth
But
and freeing
the
them.
thing is that they have a set amount. So whether or not they pay us extra in advance or we
That's a good
steal it
point.
later, it's still gonna be the same
But
amount.
how
total.
quickly can
But
we steal
yeah.
all that? That's
And
the,
it depends on whether they're gonna know that we screwed them over before we leave or not.
oh, they're gonna know.
I might have to go on that skullduggery mission. With my cloak, I could make the lumber supply rot.
Ooh, you could.
Yes.
No way they would think
Yes.
that normal people.
I am down with
Yeah,
that.
that's
Because when
good.
you arrive, all of you are apparently sane. So clearly you're not under the
That is very good.
Not
Yes.
just that, but what if it's not the lumber supply, but say a part of their docks?
I am,
But would
Well, you
that
don't want to do the dock, because then you're going to have
Yeah.
difficulty docking.
yeah, no. We do that
But
when
you
we
could
leave.
do it in like a house.
No,
or like
we do that
a
when we
warehouse would be a
leave.
really good one to do it on.
Yeah.
We do that when we leave,
Because
man.
if they're
we burn
packing
the docks.
sugar, if the warehouse is damaged, if it rains, they're fucked.
And if it looks like the warehouse collapsed because it was shit,
termites? You got one rot.
I mean, they
I
do have
will
wood
say
rot.
the cloak, when
oh yeah, it's
it rots,
obviously
it's
magic.
clearly not natural. But yeah, that's more if someone sees it happening. But yeah, when they show up the next morning, like the entire place is rotted into slag, they'll be like, hang on a minute.
All right,
And that was,
so we
that was
have
clever.
a plan. I think
But
it's good.
it should probably be fewer people who go on that
Yes,
skullduggery
it would be
mission.
like 3 or 4 at most.
I'll be a rogue then. So.
It's probably not the person who
no.
No.
whose
Same.
power is
Yeah,
rock
actually,
and roll.
I think
Nope.
the 3 of us are going to be staying on the ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So we got it. We got a plan.
See you next
We'll
week.
see. We'll see what the other things, how they go as we
I'll
travel.
probably be there as
But yeah.
backup. Use ambassador to scout around.
I don't know. With my kill count, I can drop anything at this point.
Yes, but you can do it at range.
We have no healers
True.
with
Silently.
us though.
Yeah,
So
and also ambassador is like high in the skies. So
yeah, we have no healers with us.
Keep in
so
mind,
if we
I
go
mean-
down,
If you send some of your crew to go do that, and some of you accompany them, you can do stuff to assist their role, right?
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Well, maybe
we got a
that's
plan
just
for the
the
next session.
Okay.
That raises a point. Do you want to put your extra dot in sailing or in skullduggery? Considering
to
your
get their
plan.
Well,
I can probably help out with the skullduggery by distracting
Sailing is
the.
currently at
you don't want to
3.
distract.
No, we don't
Skullduggery's
want
at
to
2.
know. We don't want them to know we're there. This is like a covert crew
Yeah.
that's just going in at night and then like
Yeah.
piecing it.
You would want no one to be aware that you were there at all.
Yeah.
not even
And we
on
show
our
Like that
crew.
anyone was there.
You
Not even
distract
from
the
our
crew with a party.
Who's rowing the boat?
No, I mean like when
Well,
we
yeah.
eventually show
What
up,
he
like
could do is he could distract the crew that are remaining on board
Yeah,
of
so they
the
don't
party
realize
so that they
people
don't
have left.
realize people have left.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you just take a small group who are your most skullduggerous bastards
Yeah.
and just swear them to secrecy.
Like we hired one shifty-eyed dude.
So I think we should switch from sailing to skullduggery. I think that's actually a better option because sailing's not.
You're gonna
too
bring along
important.
your like 2 goblin crew members who are like, yeah, let's go.
I don't think sailing's super
Shank
important.
and
just 'cause
Kopesh,
it's-
I think
that's
are their
the
names.
time frame in which we get there. Like we'll get there in 4
Yeah.
weeks probably, right? So
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
let's
we're gonna
move the
switch
ones
from
Skullduggery.
sailing to skullduggery.
Okay.
Yeah, no one
Okay.
likes those
Smooth
goblin guys,
sailing.
so I don't think they're
Yes.
gonna notice them missing during the party.
You gain a
They're
point in
part of the
skullduggery.
crew.
You
The
hire
most
two
charismatic.
goblin crew members named Shank and Kopesh.
Oh yeah,
We find the most, shifty-eyed.
the most reputable.
No, we just walk into a bar and we see people who
You don't
who have
want
the
them to be reputable. 'cause
we have
reputable.
no. We see the people with the most shifty eyes. We just walk in and we look for the shifty eyes and we're like, those.
But
right
that's
there.
suspicious.
You see two goblins who are engaged in the game in which they do this with one hand, the other person, and they're doing the knife game on the other person's hand.
And you see them. One of them gets
And they're
stabbed
both
straight
just
in the
like
head.
staring each other in the eyes.
and one of them misses, and
And they're betting on who fucks up first.
but faceless expressions when they do fuck up. They're just like,
Nothing.
what happened?
It's like, that wasn't my real hand.
Ha! Fake hands!
That was actually this guy's hand.
There was a guy next to him, he was like, ah! Then it was like, well played, sir.
Okay.
So I think-
Cannon, you have two goblin crew members.
They're also charismatic in a way. Their own kind of charismatic.
Yeah. They're fun loving. They get drunk with people. Everyone else at the bar thought it was hilarious. I mean, that guy's
Yeah, but he's always pissed.
That's just the drunk way.
So I think we're good.
Well, that was.
So are you guys... oh, you didn't actually buy your little revolving nameplate thing.
No,
Switching that out. Alright.
No.
we'll do the nameplate.
I think we're just gonna have to repaint the boat on the way there and repaint the boat on the way back.
Yeah, you can do that.
What's a word that shares as many letters as possible in common with Dutchess?
Well, how many letters does Dutchess have?
Touche.
Man.
Well, if we're going to be talking to slavers, it should be something related to slavery.
It doesn't have to.
You could just
Well,
cross out
Because then
the
it's more
dot
discreet.
and then make it chess something.
or we could cross out the S and just be the Dutch, because the Dutch started slavery.
Yeah, I think that's
You
less
actually
of a-
just put a hyphen between
Yeah.
Dutch and S.
Yeah.
The Dutch chess.
yeah.
No.
I mean, it does work. The Dutch did start slavery. That is history.
I wish to point out, no one knows who started slavery.
It,
It's been going on for a long
I mean,
time. Like
They were
cavemen.
They were major
Slavery.
proponents of slavery during the expansion phase
Yeah,
of
but
the
it
Fine,
could've
country.
gone-
industrial slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it could have gone on in, ancient whatever.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
like, if
during-
you
I'm
actually
pretty
go
sure
back
the
to-
Egyptians were
phase.
pretty well
Yeah,
adroit
they
at
were.
it.
No, they were. I'm just saying, during the expansion phase of the European stuff, they were huge proponents of it. Major
Of
traders.
the ocean
But I
going
mean, we
slave
literally
trade.
have
Yes.
4 weeks there.
Yes.
I mean, we have time to repaint the whole
Yeah.
name.
So we got it. It's
Yeah.
all good.
If we're going for the same letter count, how about fish stick? But stick is spelled
No,
STK.
it's not letter count. It was supposed to be same characters that we just swap them around.
You just have them
Yeah,
like
it's
actually
like a
nailed on,
church
so you just-
bulletin board with
Yeah.
those letters
Oh.
on the slats.
Yep.
The lid closes like,
Every once in a while, instead of an S, is a 5.
They never give you enough E's.
They give you 5 Qs and only 2 U's. It's madness.
Yes. No, all of the letters are actually just they've got the little spots on the back, so you just kind of hook them on, just push. We can change the name.
Well,
It's
we just get one guy to repaint the whole ship. I mean, that guy with the dreadlocks there looks like a
it would keep
perfectly
them
good.
occupied. We can even retrim the
Wait, Kate,
borders.
there are other things to be done on the ship while we're sailing, guys.
Oh shush.
Yes, there are indeed.
There's always time for redecorating.
I also figured out what I'm going to use these cards for. I'm just
a
going to put
members?
no, I'm actually just going to put a different kind of cargo on them so I can just remember what you're carrying. Good one. So currently you are moving lumber.
Contraband, tube stocks.
Yeah, basically what the cargo is. I'm just going to get one card that says what your hold is
What
and
you
whether or
say.
not it's illegal.
Why is there a
At
person
some
on this card?
Lumber.
At some point, we're
that's not
definitely going to
random
have
stowaway.
to.
Okay.
At some point, we're definitely going to have to invest in some kind of secret compartments.
Like in Firefly.
Yes.
They have
Or on the
compartments
Millennium
for
Falcon.
smuggling.
Oh, I was thinking originally Star Wars.
Millennium Falcon.
Because that's a point. If you get caught with your hold full of sugar and actually get inspected by one of those border guards,
Yeah.
they actually catch you,
Yeah.
you're either going to have to murder them or bribe them a lot.
Or we'll be like, hey,
board their
we
ship,
actually
take their stuff.
stopped the slave trade.
We
You
actually
can-
just
or
liberate.
you can find out.
bribery could include cutting them in on it.
Yeah, that'll work.
I think
Or
should
if
kill
we
them.
if we can rescue one of those former Brighton wardens, that could help us.
So I
with
have a
that.
question: are the police at Brighton, part of the government that
No, they're not part of the. Brighton is a separate group.
Yeah, I would ask the same question.
I was
Presumably not.
looking for.
I was actually planning to make the Sulphur guys, the Sulphur Islands. I was planning on making them more of a long-term villain.
Okay.
Like more into like moving into champion tier kind of thing.
No,
Because
I
I was
was-
gonna have them be like, they end up being a force where they've actually worked out gunpowder again.
Yeah.
And end up becoming a serious threat.
But
sorry
my
for
thoughts
doing
with,
that, guys.
My thoughts
No, it's a
with
good story.
I don't care.
my thoughts
Like that's
with
the whole point of like
Yeah.
coming up with background is you make story hooks.
yeah.
Like bad things were gonna happen to you guys regardless.
Yeah. It's just
Yay.
whether or not it was magic or gunpowder.
My thoughts with Betty and her enemy of the state status being mostly it's just like most people it's not like she's on some kind of most wanted board somewhere. She's just so if she shows up in the town like in the area where she was that she got into trouble and uses her actual name, then she might actually be in trouble. But it's more like one particularly powerful
Am I like
person
30th on
that
the
she
list?
is in trouble with, not although technically
Would I
she's
be
not.
30th on the most wanted list because I was like, a rebel sergeant?
Sergeant probably not at the top of the list. Like there's probably more than one sergeant.
No, I mean like I was like 30th.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
You're on the list, but you're hardly at the top. Alright, so I think that's a good place to leave it.
Matilda Francesca Solomon Smith.
So have you become intrigued in joining the game or terrified and are fleeing?
I want to give it a try.
Alright.
I think it deserves it. It's earned that much.
I've realized I think being
Thanks.
rebel sergeant includes survivalist. I might have to change that because as a
As for your
and
Like, since it's Rebel Sergeant, it's like part of that was not dying in the woods.
Yeah.
Like we're making camp.
so I might
Definitely.
change survivalist to something else.
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Okay.
Combine those together.
Yay!
It has nothing to do with the fact that it kind of clashes with my skills, huh?
Well, there's that, but it's also just like as a part of the military, you get survival training. That's just what happens.
Hence, yeah, I guess.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you weren't part of an official military. You went to the school of being hit in the face with branches and eating poisonous mushrooms and not dying.
So even more so.
Some say military training, some say abuse.
Bad news,
wine
I
character.
couldn't nail down the Morgan Freeman voice, so he's not going to have Morgan Freeman's voice.
The other news, I am
I
actually
do
going to
not
try and
think
do a
that
voice
is
this
going to
time.
be a-
tried.
I'm going to do my best.
I
It's going to end in
tried.
tragedy, but I'm going to do it anyway.
What?
I'm going to do a voice for the character.
That's fine.
It's going to end in tragedy.
He's gonna potentially sing at the table, so
I will pay you not to.
that is an option. I can default to just giving him a bonus to make him not sing.
I mean,
I am rarely going to do this.
Hey, I am all for singing.
but actually no. Rarely for now. Yes.
One day we should have a joke episode.
It depends
The
on
whole
how much
thing
it annoys
is
me
singing?
compared to
Yeah.
how much it annoys
Yes,
the rest of
musical
you.
episode approved.
Because if it annoys you guys more, I'm letting it run.
Oh yeah.
Critical 20.
Do you want to
That's a
roll a
DM check.
20?
Oh my god. Shh.
That's our April Fool's joke. It'll
Okay,
be the
okay.
musical
No,
episode.
do you know why I hate that so much?
Because everyone was doing it.
No, I was in a lab and I was doing project work and some dumb bitch walks into the lab and sings that line only of that song.
Like she doesn't know
repeatedly.
any of the other words.
None of the other part of the lyrics. Just that section. She sang it like 20 times. I'm like,
So is it sort of like when someone in your office does this?
yes,
Oh.
yes.
It's like,
Like that. And, you're
And
just like,
never does the last bit?
yeah, and you're just like, I'm just like, just sing the rest. I'd be fine with it if you sang the rest.
you just have to like fill in the blank.
We're just doing that wrong.
You're the worst person.
Game Online is a strange thing.
It blows my mind.
I'm pretty sure Zero Punctuation described it best. It's like working a full-time job that I have to pay for.
Yes.
Actually, if you work hard enough
Yeah,
in it,
you
it's
don't.
free.
Yeah, it's free. It becomes free. It
If you work
becomes free
really
to play.
hard, you can earn money doing it.
No,
No, people earn money doing it.
wait. I guess you would transfer it to the other person, and they would send you a PayPal transfer.
exactly.
Okay.
It's also a great way to learn about corporate espionage.
Why don't they just implement that in the game? It'd be so much easier.
Well, they don't have to, because there exist things like email.
Yeah.
You can just do it outside of the game.
Fair enough.
You're conspiring.
Fair enough.
I'm still waiting for the moment where someone breaks into someone else's house so that they can find out some EVE Online account.
You just can't prove that it hasn't happened yet.
They're just really good at it.
probably really bad for the audio.
I've actually found joint cracks don't really show up on the audio very much.
Oh, cool.
I tend to do it under the table.
That's
Phrasing?
so dirty coming from your character.
Ooh, speaking of phrasing, new episode of Archer tomorrow.
You want to help me out get some poison from my arrows?
I don't have that kind of medicine, buddy.
You
Like,
can he can get him drunk.
I could pop your arm back into the socket.
No man,
I've done that hundreds of times.
You get him drunk off the arrows.
If you were pregnant, I could help you give birth, but that's not going to happen anytime soon.
At least mine.
No pregnancies on the ship.
No. What you do is you
I'm
put an
never
injector.
doing that again.
You put an injector in it that's
I
just
think
full
mostly
of
going
gin,
to men, so I think about
and when you
less
shoot a
No
guy with it,
miscarriages
he
on the
gets drunk
ship.
immediately.
Oh, you're right.
It's called a beer ball.
Not anymore.
But it's a
Horrible
gin bomb.
precedent, yeah. Horrible precedent.